I am a curio cabinet.
Wait. Let's see. Is that me? Lishan, turn the camera up
did.
a little.
I did.
Look in the bottom. Turn it up a little.
I can't see the bottom.
I can see it. I'm telling you, turn it up a little.
But you told her to look.
And then a little this way. Yeah.
This is now the out.
Okay, now I have to center it. See, I always forget something.
This is good.
Ooh.
Television.
You look so small.
It's good stream. Yeah, why am I so small?
This is a new game called Find the Dungeon Master.
Okay, if you can find the Dungeon Master, it's me. Hello. I'm Eugene once again.
I was gonna say Alec here.
And there goes Alec. We're here to play...
I can't see it, though.
Yeah, I know. I think you made it worse, maybe. We're here to play D&D. You could just leave it for It's fun. People get to see the wide view, you know?
I'm just aiming it at you with
my
naked
that's
eye.
Nice, thank you. Wow. Nice job, Grip.
Should put a scope on it.
Or is that a grip?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
no,
you guys both move this way.
That's a camera
This way?
Camera.
Yeah, you guys both move that way.
Grip is lights.
Alright,
We've never had to move this far.
Anyway,
This feels far.
we're doing well now.
I'm at a whole other station.
Yeah, but Garfield has been moving this thing around. But now we're good. Anyhow,
Garfield is our dog.
Garfield is the dog. He's not here in this room today because
He was eating all the cables.
viewers from last week may recall that he
Viewer
sucks.
from last week may recall.
And if he moves something, that's where it stays.
Bot from last week may recall. Yeah, and we don't want to mess with his development, which means if he moves something, we have to leave it there.
Because he's blind?
Because he's blind.
No.
He's not blind. All of his senses, we believe, are working fine. But sometimes we think he's hard of hearing.
We both... that scene in Mr. Holland's Opus where he realizes his son is... Eugene and I both separately, without consulting each other, had a moment where we tried to get Garfield's attention. And we thought of that scene and we were like, oh my god, our dog is deaf.
You saw the fire engines and you were like, why? Why doesn't he turn his head?
Okay, wait, now move it a little.
He might be slightly
looking
hard
like
of hearing.
right here, I think. There we go. Yeah.
You're saying
Woo!
that
Nice.
Garfield's not going to enjoy my symphony?
You guys,
he might.
viewer, bot, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons by Hasbro Entertainment. Officially sponsored D&D podcast. This is the one that the Hasbro company puts out in order to showcase its products and a lot of the ideas in which they believe and the things they support. So first we have to go through, of course, the quarterly
all of
financials.
The things.
Strong quarter for Monopoly.
Very Barbie.
And great for Barbie. That's Mattel.
Oh, shit.
But we like to note what some of the competitors are doing. Magic the Gathering, more cards this quarter. Surprise! There were more cards released. And that's the financials update. Next up, we have...
More cards. We're going to cook up some more cards.
Like a Magic the Gathering con coming up really soon?
I'm sure.
Here in LA? That's where we are, LA.
I can't get back into that because I will spend all my money.
Yeah, don't do that.
There's Final Fantasy VII Magic the Gathering?
There
Get
is.
the fuck out
There's
of here.
D&D Magic the Gathering.
Up.
I can't be doing this shit.
That's true.
Can't be living like this.
I'd like a real...
I'm a grown man.
I don't know why I thought that this was related, but I was going to say I'd like a real Jumanji. It's a board game.
What you're saying is you want Magic to be real.
Yeah. I want to actually see those creatures. You know what? They're probably working on some kind of AR thing for that. You put the card down and the guy comes up out of it.
And then kills you.
Over.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
You have to fight a gorilla.
Yeah. Or a big tree.
There were no moving trees in Jumanji.
Yes, there were. Forces of Nature. 8/8 green.
Isn't that
not-
like just vines? I guess that's fighting a tree in a way.
Yeah.
It looked kind
He's
of
a
like
guy. He's like a human. It was
Oh,
a
it is?
humanoid guy.
Oh, I
I
don't
said he
remember.
looked like Swamp Thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I had a Shivan dragon
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and a
Me too.
royal assassin, which as a kid I think
had those.
you
Come
feel
on.
like royal assassins are overvalued because they can kill any card just by tapping it, but also it's a 1/1. It has summoning sickness the moment you put it out, so you can't tap it, and so I feel like it's not actually that good of a card. Well, anyway.
I had a bunch of cards, but I feel like half of them were decided they were retconned or whatever. Anyway.
There's Garfield.
I
You're
just,
right. Hey!
I just liked the pretty art.
The art is good.
Yeah.
Art and
And-
the quotes are fun.
Getting better all the time.
You know-
too.
Nice vague lore.
So the new D&D
Lore.
or the new Magic the Gathering set, I believe, from when I go to the shop for D&D and they have people there doing Magic, is like
They're doing
they're doing Magic. It's like initial D racing.
Magic.
It's like anime inspired racing. I
They're
wanna
licensing
say.
the fuck out of that shit.
Well, it's not actually an initial D, but it looks like it or Speed Racer. It looks like Speed Racer basically.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it does bother me a little bit that if you're playing like official Magic, I don't know. anything
Could you
about
play
this.
against someone who busts out a speed racer?
So
Against your
official
dragon?
Magic is the
My
last
Disney
three
deck
sets.
versus.
Is that truly, Shen?
Official magic is the why are you
I think
asking
it's the
me?
most recent
I'm the
three
least likely to
sets.
know
What do you
that.
got all over your hand?
Yeah.
I voted. Remember? Iraq?
Did you just get fingerprinted?
Remember Iraq? I voted.
It's like that in Malaysia too.
It is?
Uh-huh.
I just remember from Iraq. Anyway,
From when you were stationed?
it's from these things, erasing things with my little fingers. So
Compared to your
Little
grandpa, you
fingers.
do have little fingers.
I do. My late grandfather's fingers. It was just his. It would have been his first or second birthday since he died. He was old. It's not sad, but his fingers were. I think.
Yeah, like that's.
I want to say his fattest finger was this wide.
That's medically a problem, right? That's
Which finger
Not
was
a
the
good-
fattest?
So like 2 or 3 were tied. He was like.
I like the idea that 3 were tied.
It's like Prince Charles has that going on, right?
He's got some weird,
Yeah.
where it looks like a
King.
overgrown carrot
King Charles.
or whatever.
Anyway.
King! Oh, Prince Charles King! Shout out! We stand.
Yeah, we stand. at
Honestly,
Charles
right
King.
now,
No.
right now, given our monarch, I would take King Charles.
Sure, and his crazy hands. Why
Yeah.
not?
any more Hasbro products?
Well, before we moved on, I just wanted to mention my gripe, which is that while I
Put a little
love
Chiron under. My gripe.
Eugene's
folks.
grapes.
let me speak directly to camera too.
And we'll start selling supplements.
I love
You just turned
Magic-
away for the whole thing.
I love that Magic gets creative with their new sets. Okay. But I believe that official Magic is like the last. Okay. It's just the last 3 sets. That's all you can play with. And of course, each of those sets, I think, includes classic cards, like a Shivan Dragon.
But could I not play with my old one?
You can, but not in like official tournament play.
Well, there's special tournaments that.
There's special tournaments that are called but they're called like randos or like crazies or
I
something.
play in the underground late night.
Stables.
I play in the underground late night back alley.
Hysterical.
Magic.
Yeah.
No, they're called like chaos or something goofy. Maybe it's goofy.
On the-
I play in the
Underground.
late night illegal
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering games where you can play Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Someone says happy belated birthday to me. Thank you, and thank you to. I mean, and happy birthday to Grandpa Seaman, that was his name.
Oh boy.
So, anyway, my gripe.
So much happening.
Back to my
That's
gripe.
sadly not even a joke.
Back to the gripe, which is, I don't like that, like, if you're playing with the last 3 sets, it's like a third of your cards are like anime race cars, a third of your cards are like Lord of the Rings, and then a third of them are like Aladdin style Bazaar. You know, I don't like that. It's okay that it
That's
clashes.
just different parts of the world.
Say more. Of which world?
I mean, you can have a medieval times and an Arabian Nights thing going on in the same universe at the same time.
That's true.
That's not the part that bothers me.
Yeah.
But if it's like specifically, I'm from the world of Final Fantasy or whatever.
Yes.
That's where it gets weird.
And I don't like that it's arbitrarily just the last 3. That also bothers me.
But I did like how it was like, I'm a knight and I'm fighting against like someone who is a whirling dervish or some shit.
That's right.
That didn't throw me off.
Yeah. We can do that. Well, that's the Hasbro Minute. And those boys in Seattle are cooking up something special for us for Q3 and Q4.
That was the sound
And the Pop-Tarts are done.
And now it's the Pop-Tart review. Okay, fine. Before introductions, just real quick. Toaster strudel's better. Yes, we all agree.
No way.
What? No.
Wow.
Isn't
I didn't
toaster
think
strudel unfrosted?
Heated or unheated. There's so many.
Toaster strudel comes with
yeah.
frosting.
It
Yes.
does.
It does. It comes with icing that you ice yourself, and it's better icing.
Yeah, but the Pop-Tart has the
I don't have
good
time for
sprinkles
all
on it.
that.
The Pop-Tart can have good sprinkles on it, but it can also be disgusting maple.
I find the
For
best
example,
Pop-Tart
brown sugar
flavors
cinnamon.
to be the best of that genre, personally.
If it's stuffed with marshmallow chocolate, yes,
Yeah, that's
sure.
what I'm saying.
But if it's like strawberry toaster strudel
I
versus
like-
strawberry Pop-Tart, I'll take the Pop-Tart.
Can't remember.
I feel like I only ever had the classic Pop-Tart growing up. Like I never had. I just
What
had.
do
Which
you
is
that
the
is?
classic.
It's got strawberry filling and it's got like pink
Strawberry is
icing on the outside with sprinkles.
I could
good.
never get behind the artisanal Pop-Tart movement. Remember when they were doing
Did
that
you
for a
not
while?
plan anything for tonight? Is that
artisanal pop. You know, I support it with
Stalling.
Oreos. Though,
I don't
have to
I don't
say.
even know what that means.
I like it with Oreo. Okay, fine. Real quick, before intro.
And I like it with Kit. And I also like it with Kit Kats.
And I like it with Kit Kats too. And I had there's some restaurant I don't remember which. Oh, it's Dear John, which is great. And there they make like sort of a
Sponsor.
also sponsor the official Hasbro Dear John collab.
Yeah.
They make like a homemade. What is it like a Butterfinger? You know what I'm talking about? Homemade Twix. They serve you a dessert that's like peanut butter chocolate. What's peanut butter chocolate? In
Reese's.
A bar? No, but it's like a bar.
Peanut butter chocolate bar?
Like
I
a
wish.
Butterfingers?
like a
It's
what's
not
it
a
called?
Butterfinger,
It's not
really.
like an oh boy. What's it called? Oh Henry or something?
It's definitely not an O. Henry. My God. Okay, so
There isn't one that's just chocolate peanut butter besides
I know.
Heath bar.
You're right,
Heath
you're
bar.
right, you're
Is
right.
it not the Heath bar?
so
Heath bar is bits of toffee.
on artisanal Pop-Tarts. Remember there was a movement
Another
where
Pyram.
There is though for reals a Taco Bell Milk Bar collab that
yes,
just
I
launched.
am excited to
My
That is
try.
a
Just
churro.
launched churro.
Oh.
I
Taco
love a
Bell
churro.
is finally getting a churro.
I like an exotic
And
churro,
it's-
personally.
X Milk Bar.
That's
How about that?
wild.
So, like maybe 10 years ago, 12 years ago, there were bakeries popping up, like tarts. that
Like certain tarts.
like certain tarts that where like part of it was like a rockabilly 50s housewife aesthetic. Do you remember that?
Not really.
Like a lady in an apron, maybe like polka dot, like headscarf kind of
Yeah,
thing.
Makes sense to me. I can picture it.
And they would make oftentimes homemade artisanal style Pop-Tarts.
You know what? There's a place in Frogtown that is a vegan bakery that makes a Pop-Tart
That's what I'm
that
saying.
is like $6 or $7 and it's fucking good.
And I think All Day Baby had ones too, but now
R.I.P.
it's R.I.P.
And it's got like guava in it or some shit.
Oh, see, that sounds good to me.
Yeah,
That sounds familiar.
good.
I feel like I've had that.
Really good.
I feel like someone brought that for us at some point.
Well, it's because I believe a Pop-Tart-like thing with guava in it is like a traditional Mexican treat.
I think so
Oh.
as well.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. There's like a famous
Guava pastry is a
Porto's
thing.
menu.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Lends
We
itself
weren't
well
supposed
to
to
the
do
Pop-Tart.
traditional Mexican treat talk until
To the
halftime.
break.
Yeah. Okay, so as I
love
was
a guava
saying,
cheese strudel.
this is a Curse of Strahd campaign of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, using a blend of the 2024 and 2014 rules. We play in a unique campaign setting modeled after the history of our world, this very world that we sit in now, Earth, which, in case you're in a different one, what's going on in this Earth that'll be just a real easy identifier, and avoiding bummers.
Matt Damon's the new Odysseus. For Christopher
And
Nolan.
Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey.
Yes.
I've found that some of the reporting around that to be so funny that because it's like
It's all about casting.
What I've seen is people saying like only somebody like Christopher Nolan would dig up this old shit and just like make it into a movie.
Yeah.
Like he found this crazy old story and he's gonna make a big movie.
It's not about a tech founder.
It's not about that. It's not about World War II even. It's some story from a long time ago and he's like
What a crazy old
skewed
things.
brain is making it into a film.
Why does he care about these crazy things?
It's myth, really. Sitting around a campfire, telling each other stories, just like
us.
Just like us. I am Eugene, the dungeon master. He, him.
I'm Alec. He, him. I am playing Eric, the sad psionic boy talent class from MCDM.
Productions now available on D&D Beyond. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
I've seen some of their stuff on.
Some of their stuff is
It
on
should
there,
be.
but I don't
It's
know.
fun. I like playing the class.
Get
Yeah.
Hasbro on the line.
Yeah. We should let...
Call the wizards!
Hasbro, since you're listening.
Wizards!
Coastal Wizards!
Heed my call! That's what I say when I...
This is
I should record that, and anytime you call me, that's what the abbreviation.
This is a job for flyover wizards.
I'll be like on a work call to be like, hey, I'll be like,
Heed my call! I have to take this.
Like Photoshop your face onto Christopher Lee's face for that shot where he's like standing on top
Yes.
of Orthanc,
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
making it storm.
Oh, God.
I'm
sorry, Mom.
I'm Li Shen. My pronouns are she, her. I'm playing Lady Lon, and this is Bartholomew. He's been too scared to come in lately because of the new dog, but we convinced him it was safe.
He won't be in... Garfield won't be in the shot if he walks by, really. No. Oh, he will!
He will, I think.
He might. Well, not
my God, oh my
really.
God.
Oh,
Just a teeny tiny
that's a
little
reason
bit.
to keep watching, viewers.
Yeah.
Viewers!
Might be a... Heed my words!
I am Nick. He, him. I'm playing Father Esquivel,
What happened?
priest.
Question mark. And I am Lore. My pronouns are they, them, and he, him. I am playing Rowan Dumnalik, a quite surly circle of stars druid.
Ooh. Surly circles.
Surly circles.
Well, with that, why don't we watch a little bit of a video to learn
By the
more
seashore?
about some
I've
of
heard
these wonderful. It'll take us but a moment. Hold on, stop clapping. The official podcast of Streamlabs Remote, which is
That's a great ad.
Yeah.
just wanted to call them in, not call them out. Having the scene switch here.
Do
drop combat.
No,
They kept going like, oh, fuck, I can't. Why isn't this loading?
No.
I do not know.
How will I know?
It has
How
not.
will I know?
Not much is known about the sharp-featured androgynous figure come to Barovia in a high-coloured violet coat with closely shorn hair. Rowan Damnalik makes himself of use to the nobles they travel with, entertaining with a classic tune and his high ethereal voice, not to mention a good bit of gossip with the ladies of the court. Rowan may well imitate the aloof manner of a courtier, but just beneath a practiced facade of calm rages a great anger. And there's something else about them too, something unsettling, ancient, and cold.
Father Esquivel is an ordained priest, sent far from home on missionary work. Though his vestments are threadbare, his hygiene limited, and his ecclesiastical knowledge a bit lacking, he is empathetic and friendly enough. He's on the younger side for a priest, but whatever his life before the cloth, it must weigh on him heavily, for physically he seems aged well beyond his years. He claims to be happy in company and sharing the difficulties of the road, but you might get the sense his smile is feigned.
Even while petting her ornery pet Pekingese Monto, Lady Lan never smiles. A severe Chinese lady dressed in elaborate silks and other finery, Lady Lan never seems to have a hair or jewel out of place. Despite having traveled many months through the deserts of the Silk Road and faced all manner of challenges, you will never see her with a smudge in her makeup. And yet, anyone who spends enough time with her will notice an anger glimmering behind this otherwise impenetrable exterior. Something must give.
Eric von Eggenberg is a pale young boy, his skin almost translucent in the dim light. His eyes, the color of a stormy sea, hold a lifetime of unspoken sorrows, fixed upon the arabesques of the moldering wallpaper, seeking patterns that do not exist. His hair, a messy jet black patch, appears to be thinning. He moves with the jerky grace of a puppet, his limbs seemingly not entirely his own. Clutched firmly in his hand is a ruby brooch, a glimmer of hope in a life filled with darkness. Whispers follow him, telling of a noble lineage abandoned, a sinister apprenticeship, and a mysterious benefactor offering salvation in a distant land. There is an unsettling aura that surrounds him, a disquiet that hints at secrets best left undisturbed.
Not much is known about the sharp-featured androgynous.
Our world is so
And
fucked.
as
so fucked.
is traditional, we are back with a little bit of vape chat. Talking about
Vape gripes.
vape gripes.
Vape grapes.
Our new segment, Vape
And
Gripes.
grape-
We were talking sour grapes, now we're talking grape vibes.
Yep.
Grape vibes.
Vape
Vibe.
vibes is
Vape
what's
gripes.
called Strahd.
Grape grapes!
Cleans up his wine spills with grape vibes.
I watch a YouTube channel that's a Dracula reviewing vapes.
I think you need to make it happen.
Yeah.
It's just
Big fluffy clouds!
Uraz pulls so good. Chunky clouds.
I want to
It's
see
like
the
sour
Nosferatu
mango.
And
Count
because
Warlock
you have to throw the
reviewing
voice like, I bought one
vapes.
and two.
What? One, two. I don't know. It would have to be as terrifying as possible.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. Guillermo del Toro's involved.
Just a little homework for after. I was looking up some Death Grips related thing, and there's a video of the. This is only going to be relevant to people who are familiar with Death Grip's first mixtape, Ex-Military, which has some audio of the intro of a song, and then a clip of like Charles Manson talking over it, and it's funny. but these edits are a clip of some guy acting like a vampire, and he's like, I'll just show you guys later.
I love a shitty
Anyway, look up, to all those watching online, look up Death Grip's ex-military vampire intro.
But not right now.
But not now. Do that later. Right now,
Write that down.
we're going back to vape gripes.
The ex-military vampire will be
Drag
there.
vibes! I've come to vibe your grapes!
I've come to vibe your grapes. Getting back to Barovia and some of the action there. We saw our heroes last week spend their first night at the Blue Water Inn, having traveled to Vallaki looking for literal and figurative sanctuary, and to plot next steps and figure out how you could get out of this land. There you met the proprietors of the Blue Water Inn, the Mardukov family, Erwin, Danica, and their rambunctious kids, Brom and Bray, who seem to be learning pranks from some of the other colorful characters, some of the denizens. Karl and Nikolai Wachter of the Wachter family, apparently a well-to-do and well-known clan in the town. And Rictavio, a visiting minstrel, who had quite a colorful story to tell. Departing for the day, you were warned by Erwin not to speak ill of the town's many festivals, or of the efforts of the burgomaster to bolster the city's spirits. And then outside, you got to see firsthand how he deals with what he calls malicious unhappiness, as he had a mother begging for him to take mercy on her son, clapped in irons and placed in the stocks by his fearsome lieutenant, Isaac Strahd. This man who bears a horrific, seemingly demonic, fiery arm. But shaking off that terrifying vision, you went to the Church of St. Andrel, in order to deliver Irina, who you were bringing from the town of Barovia, hoping that there she would be safe from Strahd's advances, keeping a promise to her brother, Kolyan. And you discovered there that there had been a break-in. Out of earshot of his helpers, Yeska and Milivoy, Father Lucian Petrovich revealed that the bones of St. Andrel had been stolen from beneath the altar, where he thought their position was secret. You learned that he had told Yeska, and the prime suspect, thanks to a bit of psionic clairvoyance from Eric, became Milivoy, the young, surly groundskeeper of the church, who left shortly before. Leaving Irina there, you headed a few blocks north to the edges of Vallaki, toward Milivoy's house, and the muddy road that leads you there to the northwest squelches underfoot. It's rough and uneven. Rowan, as you leave the church, the threshold of the church, Morrigan does once again come with you guys. You're chilled by this persistent fog that clings to the soaked earth underfoot, and you move further from the town center, and as you do, the streets get narrower, the houses get more desperate looking, grimier, more dilapidated. The smell of damp wood reaches your nostrils, along with mildew and mold. Your path, led by Father Petrovich, who accompanies you, leads you to a leaning, decrepit structure that seems to sag underneath its own weight. Its timbers rot. The windows are cracked and filthy where there is glass at all. And at its front, this ramshackle wooden door is tilted on its hinges on the center of a small, mud-spattered porch. Father Petrovich gulps and looks toward you. Do we go in? Give it a knock? I suppose.
Should say so. That seems like what we're here to do.
I hope this is a misunderstanding and this boy has little to do with what took place, yet the evidence is hard to deny. Father Petrovich takes a few steps up, lifts his knuckles to the door, hesitates a moment, and gives it a few knocks. From inside, you hear children shouting, running, giggling, and then the sound of a larger person's footfalls coming toward the door. The door groans open, and you see a gaunt, glassy-eyed woman standing on the other side. Her gaze is fixed on Father Petrovich, then looks to you, standing behind him, and then somehow far away to the horizon or beyond it with this far-off stare. She has matted, greasy hair, kind of knotted and hanging across her shoulders. She looks to be older, in her late 40s. And she's got this painted, beaded necklace on her neck, but it's faded and chipped. And you do see a trio of children behind her, kind of wrestling and shouting, rolling in this cramped living space that is just stuffed to the gills with old furniture, an old rug. There's two other children, a adolescent boy and this shaggy-haired, freckled girl of a similar age with these oversized spectacles. And they look curiously at you from behind a pair of armchairs. The woman looks at Petrovich and sort of just grunts, and then scans you expectantly. Father Petrovich says, is Milevoy here? The woman scratches at her neck. Yes? May we speak with him? The two of the children, younger ones, run up and say, one of them says, actually he's not here. He's not here. Father Petrovich turns toward you four.
Can I make some kind of assessment of which one of the two parties is telling the truth?
You mean like an insight check?
Yo, I didn't want to say it.
Go ahead.
I would like to give you guidance.
Oh, nice. Okay. That is 10 plus 7, I believe. So 17.
You have a sense that the boy who spoke up had a more lucid but also more rehearsed answer. Hers seemed to, the older woman seemed to be more unvarnished. She turns as you're contemplating this to the boy. Did you eat the last of my pastries? You ate the last one. I know it was you. Or your sister. Which one?
Maybe we could help you get some more pastries. How does that sound?
You have them now?
We could get them really quickly if you tell us where Milvoy is.
He's here. And the boy says, no, he's not. No, he's not. And his sister says, no, he's not. He's not. He left. He's sick. Or he doesn't want to talk. He's sick. But the woman says, go get him. Go get him. Your mom's going out for a minute.
So we're like at the front door of this house. Is there like a yard or something? Like what is the outside of the...
It's a porch.
It's a porch.
With the front door is on top of 2 steps up. That's the gate. Toward the porch. That's the gate.
Lady Lon's gonna kind of like fade into the back and sort of like walk around the side.
It's a row home.
Okay, so there is no side.
Well, there's the side of the row. But are you trying to see if there's a back?
Yeah.
It does seem that these lots have a little back, think San Francisco, like a little back yard that is adjoined by the others, and then an alley behind them.
Okay.
It's like a Full House situation.
It's a Full House
yeah,
situation.
So she's going to kind of walk back towards there.
Painted Ladies. That's the name of those houses.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you walk around to the back, and the woman sort of kicks at the children, and one of them looks defeated, the older freckled girl, and tells her brother, just get him, just go get him, come on. And Father Petrovich takes the woman aside and begins to counsel her and comfort her, and you overhear him saying that she may have just 1 or 2 more pastries, but no more than 1 per day. And before long, you see the boy from the church with this mop of dark hair, very wide, brawny shoulders, and a strong jaw come out from behind a crooked doorway with 2 more children hanging from each bicep and 1 on his shoulders. And he's sort of smiling and playing with them, but as he rounds the corner and sees you, his expression sours. And
my vision I had of this cloaked figure taking the bones, I can't tell. Can I tell like an approximate size of the person? Does this match anything? Is there any sort of recognition here?
There was little for you to reference.
Sure.
But the broad shoulders do seem to match the cloaked figure.
Okay.
Size-wise, it's hard for you to tell. But yes, you...
Does Monto have any reaction if I come back around?
Monto is... well, do you give him a directive?
Well, because previously I had, so I kind of like
told him to take a
he's
smell?
like in the sleeve, so I kind of like hold him.
And he smelled the fabric.
Just holding your sleeve out to
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
like a lantern.
Yeah.
he smelled the fabric previously, and he seems a little excited.
Okay.
He's not a
No.
a bloodhound.
No.
So his expression changes, and he comes to the door, sort of peeks out and sees his mother there, rolls his eyes, and then looks at you, removes the children from hanging off of his biceps, and sort of tells them to go play with their brother. And as he's taking the child off of his shoulders, he says, "What is it you've come for?"
We wanted to ask you some questions about your work at the church.
Well, why?
Do you enjoy it?
You come to ask if I enjoy my work at the church?
Bear with me.
Why? Why should I bear with you?
Do you want to enjoy it?
Excuse me?
Do you think God doesn't see what you do?
He looks to you. Look around. Look down this street. What kind of God sees this?
I'm gonna use the light cantrip to make a I believe it's just a
Ball of light.
ball of light.
I think you touch an object.
Yes. So yeah, if I had
Cross.
It's got to be a cross.
yeah, I think on whatever insignia sign of the church that I have on my shield, I would cast a light on that and want that to glow. He's still in a lot of places. He can still see.
Mother, come inside. Go in. You're acting foolish again. And he pulls his mother away from
What?
Father.
Wait. Don't you want your mother to be better? I think I can make that happen.
What can you do?
A lot of things you can't.
Well, you don't look like a baker.
We know some really great pie.
Two birds, one stone.
Yeah.
I can bless people. People can feel the light of the Lord through my touch. So don't dismiss it so quickly.
Does Lady Lon recognize, in her sort of herbalist, Chinese medicine, does she recognize kind of what's wrong with this woman? Is she addicted to something? I mean, does she?
She does seem to have a some kind of wasting sickness, and she seems to be desirous of these pastries in an unhealthy way.
Okay.
I could say.
But it's not something where I'm oh, she's got this. Yeah, okay.
I don't think that you'd be familiar with anything like that.
Okay.
Milivoy says to you, Esquivel, I think Father Lucian gives me quite enough of the light of God. Thank you. And he starts to shut the door in your face.
Rowan goes to block the door.
Okay, roll a dex save. Or strength you could do. Depends on how you choose to open it, I guess.
I'll do dexterity. Ooh, that's a 7 total.
Okay, so you try to kind of wedge your hand in there, but you're not quick enough, and the door closes with a slam. as his mother stands outside, and that sound does seem to startle her for a moment, and then she returns to her stupor. So, what? You promised me the pie? Right?
I did.
This
didn't
went
I?
great.
Who are you? Father, who is this? And Father Lucian says, he's a friend.
Petrovich? Is the same guy?
Yeah, Lucian Petrovich.
Okay.
He's a friend. He's here to help. Isn't that right, Father?
Yes. Yes.
A colleague, you could
am.
say.
Have you considered I say this to her, have you considered the spiritual benefits of fasting?
What?
Just think of it like taking a break from food. No pastries.
I don't have any. I want some.
Yeah. It's okay to want things and not have them.
But the bad dreams, I just want them to go away.
Sounds familiar to me.
Mm-hmm. And
They taste so good.
I assume that there's a kindly old woman who comes around and sells them on the street.
Yes, she has been coming to the camp of the outsiders. But I found her in the city, and she had the pies. And they're so good.
I'm like kind of looking at Eric, like,
Yeah, I see.
I think no more those pies for you, young lad.
I understand.
I'm gonna try to take her aside, like away from Petrovich.
He trusts you enough that, he
Yeah.
lets you.
So, listen, the reason we're here, I'm actually a friend of hers, the old woman who comes around and sells the pies.
Oh,
And I
that's
think,
nice.
I think your son might have taken some things that belong to her, and I'm just trying to get them back. Did he bring back anything like maybe a sack of rattling objects, or did he bury
He's so
something
stupid.
recently?
He's so stupid. But no, he just came home with his shovel and did something. I don't know.
Does he have a cloak of gray material with a little bit missing on one of the edges?
Yes, I told him that he had this. He was wearing it today, and he's probably going to ask me to sew it, but I don't want to sew it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the rest of the group.
Or did you tell us what she said?
Oh, I didn't. I thought that you'd be able to. Yeah, I would
Okay.
leave her and convey that information if you were not close enough to hear it.
This could have gone better, but I think it's pretty plain that the young boy stole the bones for Strahd, so the church is vulnerable. I kind of think all this sort of confirms that, and in terms of what we hope, I don't know what else we hope to get
Lady Lan just
here.
has heard enough and goes back and sort of pounds on the door.
Roll a strength save.
Strength save.
The door pushes you down.
12.
So, with your strength, just one knock and the door flies open with the hinges breaking. The woman says, "Hey." Inside the room is what you saw before, except the kids are all interrupted from their play, piled on top of Milivoy. And he sort of scrambles up and knocks them off and says, "Okay, this is enough. What do you want?"
You have stolen something. You should return it.
He looks to Father Petrovich, to you. Roll an intimidation check.
Guidance.
Okay.
Or actually, I think I'm going to help you, so you can roll with advantage.
And what are you doing? Knocking your mace into your hand?
Ow!
I think I still have the light out, and it
21.
floats over or shines brighter.
21.
He says,
Cracking your knuckles.
Mother, get... And he pulls his mom and the kids into the back of the house where he came from. And she does resist and looks plaintively at him, but eventually he's able to scurry them away, looking to you for a moment, asking for a moment with his eyes. Finally he comes back, dusts off his clothes, including what you now see to be a pair of gray canvas pants, loose fitting, and he says, "Yes, I took the bones.
And where have you put them?
I gave them to the person who paid me to do it."
Do you know who that was?
Henrik.
Insight, if I may.
Please.
That is a dirty 20.
Nice.
For the first time in the encounter today, he seems like he's let go of a weight. He's speaking slower and more deliberately. You believe him to be telling the truth.
Wait, Henrik was which guy?
Wasn't he the old man who dropped a bunch of stuff in front of us?
Henrik van der Voort.
The Baron
coffin
guy?
maker.
Oh, the coffin maker.
Carpenter. Both.
Did he say...
I apologize, Father. I did not intend for any of this.
We'll get to the matter of your penance, but did he say why he wanted the bones?
They're a relative of his. In times like these, he said, you want to be close to your loved ones, and I felt, well, what harm is there in retrieving these moldy old bones for something that could change my family's life? It's not easy for us here.
What did he promise you?
He starts to say something and then turns around, lifts the lone cushion on the couch, lifts up a plank of wood that was under that cushion, and takes out a bag. 15 electrum pieces.
Did that not seem like a suspicious sum of money to you to sort of dig up old Riley's bones and transport them a few meters to...
Well, I was the only one who knew their location, and he knows that I know they were dear to you, Father. And again, I'm sorry. Let's go get them. Let's go get them back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very weird.
He hands the bag to Father Petrovich. I don't want... It's not worth it. And Father Petrovich says, Of course not. Why? Would you ever have to do this? You could have just asked. I'm here to support you. We cannot afford much, but for your family and in your mother's state and with your father's passing, this is... I know it has been a burden on you, and I forgive you. You do
You
not
should have
know.
just brought him someone else's bones. There's plenty of bones around.
There's some bones right over there. Just lying in a pile.
Yeah.
Milivoy
Someone should
says-
clean up those bones.
Monto's like chewing on one. Like,
Milivoy says, maybe the lessons that the Father has taught me have not been as resonant as he had hoped, but I do think myself at odd times, yes, to be relatively honest.
well, let's go retrieve the bones. That can be your penance, Father.
Seems appropriate.
Let the boy stay with the mothers in no state to care for the children. We can go and confront Vandervoort as we need to. Milivoy. He smiles weakly. I'll see you tomorrow. And Milivoy says, Yes, you will, Father.
Lady Lan like reaches in her bag of mushrooms and like takes, puts together like a small like sachet, is that what it's called? And hands it to Milivoy and says, "This will help her sleep."
I'm grateful. Thank you.
Father,
And your blessing.
Oh yeah, your holy blessing.
well, she's out of the room. I cast guidance on him. He doesn't know the difference.
I feel so warm. This is incredible. Thank you, Father.
Yeah.
And I can touch my mother, and she will be well.
Hopefully, yes.
And give her the mushrooms.
And not the pastries.
Of course not.
I quietly go to Father Petrovich and Father, it seems like this young man is in greater need of that coin than perhaps we are in church. Would you feel comfortable giving some of it to him?
He smiles.
Got 15 Electrum. I
That's
think
not a
he's
very
fine.
church-like concept, is
Well, no,
it?
he gave it back.
Oh, shit, I missed that.
And Father Petrovich says, I already have. And he sort of gestures to a chair where he's placed the bag.
Oh, he did the old my grandma move. She would leave money stashed away in secret places, and I would find it like months later.
Wow.
Yeah.
All my grandpa ever
I
did
thought you
was
were going to say that we turn around.
wave his fingers around.
I thought you were going to say that we turn around and that the house has been completely made over.
Move that enormous horse. Petrovich says, well, Henrik's shop is in the stockyards, which can be convenient for you as well if you need provisioning. There is a shop there.
Yeah.
How far away
That
is-
was on our list of places to go.
I love provisions.
How far away is that from where we are now?
A further 10 minutes or so. That'll take you to about, you think, 11 a.m. or noon.
Oh, okay.
We should go before he has a chance to hand it off.
I'm gonna lean down to Morgan and like kind of scritch behind her ears. I'm gonna nod to the front door. Say, keep your eyes on that. And then
I did the same with the stuffed wolf.
Oh, am I suffering any physical effects other than the wound that won't heal? Like, do I need to be like changing any of my rolls?
No.
Okay.
That's very noble of you to ask.
Teacher, you forgot to give me my homework.
No. So far, you do not know the effects of lycanthropy on you. You continue to walk through the town.
Lycanthropy? I can't figure out what's going on.
lycanthropy, I love it.
Sorry.
The road that you previously walked on to get here again widens as you get closer to the center of town. The buildings become a little more stately, and you walk down and toward the southeast to a wide open stockyard with a sign above the gate that says Erasek. It has a few locked sheds and some more storefronts along its periphery, and a pretty roomy warehouse. Immediately you notice as you near it, and as you do, Father Petrovich points out the shop owned by the Eraseks, and also across the yard, Henrik's shop. You do notice that there is a sturdy-looking wagon with a lot of previously colorful paint that is now peeling off, and a freshly painted garish sign that on each side, not a sign, painted lettering on each side that spells out Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. And Father Petrovich says, perhaps we save the provisioning for later. And
What
now,
about the wonders?
Are you curious, my son?
Let that be my answer.
Wait, the Rictavio's, the cart is outside of Henrik's?
Carnival of Wonders.
It's
just in the
in the stockyard, yeah.
Okay, but it's not directly outside of Henrik's shop. As in, like, it's not picking something up from Henrik's.
It's a
no,
separate.
it doesn't seem to be.
Okay,
no.
okay.
But it's just kind of sitting there.
Does there appear to be anyone in it?
There's no windows into it or anything.
Okay.
I mean, I've never been to a carnival.
Is there anyone milling around outside it?
Nope.
I'm gonna try the handle.
There's a heavy padlock on the the doors to it.
Well, that makes sense.
Of course, the wonders are behind locked doors.
Nobody trusts anyone nowadays. It's a problem.
Did you hear of this Rictavio? I was at the inn last night, and he told quite a story about the vampire with toupee.
We did hear most of that. Quite a striking figure, that Rictavio.
He is, and this is a striking wagon. Maybe don't molest the wagon.
It's just curious.
Have you seen any of his act?
Not yet. He just came to town yesterday.
Has he come to town before?
No. We are very excited. I'm somewhat saddened for him that he has ended up in these lands. On the other hand, the children of the city are beside themselves.
He did seem to be having quite a good time telling that story last night. I'm not so sure that he's as broken up as you might think to be here.
Maybe he has not yet discovered the nature of these lands.
The timing is curious, though.
With the theft.
Yes.
Well, you know what they say. Once is a coincidence. Twice. No. Once is...
Fool me twice.
Can't get fooled again. Anyway, you know what they say.
Should we...
Go to Henrik's, I guess?
I suppose to Hendrix.
I didn't get what he meant about coincidences.
It wasn't all there.
Yeah. Lady Lon, goes up to the door of Henrik's, but she prepares her claws, just in case.
Prepares her claws.
Eric prepares his mind.
You take a few steps walking up to the coffin maker's shop, and you can see that, at least from the outside, it is entirely deserted, seemingly. All the window shutters are closed up tight. It is dead silent. It's a 2-story tall building with a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door.
Good marketing.
Clear.
Should we have someone keep an eye on the outside while we try to make contact with...
I could call Morty back.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Maybe
I'll
he
let
can stay
them-
with Father Lucius. Father Lucian.
You could leave a tooth outside and be in a trance. Going inside.
Just a child's tooth stuck
Just
in a
like
wooden
blood
pole.
Standing in the corner of the room.
Concerned villagers walk by and I'm like, no, he's fine.
No, there's just a cat, a
Just needs
Pekingese,
bit
and
of
a
lie
tooth.
down.
I feel that I should confront Henrik.
It's like the censor. It's just you leave the tooth out and we leave Monto out, and then at a certain point, all you can see is Monto's mouth.
He's curious.
I do not He is a friend, or at least was a member of the parish. I feel that it is my responsibility to confront him.
Might be dangerous.
Yeah. I think you may want to
So you
stand
wanna
back,
leave
Father.
one of us out here alone?
No, I'm saying, we should probably get. I just don't want Petrovich to get hurt.
I believe in the power that the Lord grants me to defend me from evil and mischief, and certainly from a decrepit old coffin maker and carpenter.
Well, Father, pray to God, but row for shore.
I suppose you know what they say about the coincidences.
Of course. Of course we know.
Like, wondering, does he know that it doesn't make sense?
I will knock. And Father Petrovich approaches. You can see that every window is a lattice work of iron with it's like the lead window style with these squares of frosted glass and lead and iron holding them in place. As soon as he knocks, you can hear from inside, "We're closed! Go away!"
Is it the voice of Henrik? Because he did talk to us, right? So
Yes.
We leave. We just.
I don't.
Okay, well.
Oh, he likes the laughing.
Are there any?
Oh, with his tail wagging.
Yeah, he's enjoying the show.
I love.
Oh, you can see him.
You can.
He's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh, that's very cute. So what is the what's the plan?
Henrik, afraid we need to have a word.
No, leave me alone.
We have your old friend Father Petrovich here, and he and we would
Henrik,
very
please.
much like to speak with you.
Henrik, come out, please. No, go away, please. You can. We're closed, I said.
Lady Lon 300 kicks the door.
She kicks the door down a well?
This is
Oh my God!
Are you really gonna try?
I think
You
so.
can.
I
Okay,
think so.
roll an athletics check. Hold on, this is bothering me.
Thank you.
Okay. 14.
You rear back and give the door a solid kick. That was athletics, right?
Yeah.
It creaks and groans, but it's not enough to break it down. Leave me alone.
That was just a warning kick. You better. I expect this door to be opened in the next 30 seconds.
As is the standard warning kick protocol.
Roll an intimidation check.
15.
He says, I won't. I just won't. I won't do it.
Oh.
I like this guy.
Okay, wait, 30 seconds.
Okay, let's
Counting.
Father Petrovich looks at you like,
How sad.
Can I try to
Oh!
can I try to like put a claw through the door?
like punch through the door.
Yeah.
Give it another athletics check.
19. Oh no, wait. Yeah, 19.
I could do something really creepy, but I don't want to freak this guy out too much.
Mage hand.
Turn the door
so-
into Jello or something.
No, I was gonna turn into like a rat and crawl under the door,
Well, you could.
unwild shape and unlock it.
With a 19, you feel your claws barely make it through the door, but not enough to
Damn.
do anything.
All right, well, I'm getting tired.
It takes
of
you a
this.
while to sort of get unstuck. You have to brace yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know if we. What are our options?
Father Petrovich, do you see over there, maybe some guards over there can help us? I'm trying to distract him and then try to do a thieves' tools. Well,
He says, I did not want to alert, but maybe he's in danger there. I don't know. Okay, let me go check. He seems to be walking to the other end of the stockyard.
yeah, I'm going to try to pick the lock.
Okay, and you're proficient with thieves' tools?
Yep.
Okay, give it a try.
Nope. It's a 3 plus a...
Eric
not
is
even
just
worth it.
Eric is just
5.
watching this,
5,
thinking
6.
this
I
is
can
the
hear
most
you
pathetic
messing with the
display, the most pathetic criminal display. he
I
does.
hear you're jimmying. Please, cut it out. Go away. Please.
Rowan notices Eric judging us all very harshly and is like, deserved. Deserved.
You hear
As Lady Loud's
Father
like trying to get
Petrovich's
her
voice.
claws like
Yes,
us.
I could not. The guards seem to be a little occupied. We're on our own here.
All right, then.
I don't want to tell the burgomaster. He'll think that his festival is ruined and...
Oh, we love the festivals.
That's
We have
right.
a
Heard
great time.
great things.
Absolutely, yes.
And have been and love them
And will continue
to
to
go them.
anticipate
them.
them.
Yes, very good. Very good.
Can't wait.
Are you still out there? I'm
So-
not going to open.
We're waiting
So
for the festival.
You have to come out for the festival. And when you do, we'll be here, waiting.
You hear some walking around
There'll be a
inside.
festival.
He says, the festival is on, it says October 19th, it is October 15th. I have 4 more days for the festival.
Well, we can survive without food and water.
All right, I am.
Well, I have food and water. And I can survive with that.
All right, I'm getting a bit bored of this. So I'm going to. I'm going to wild shape into just a little mouse. I want to be small. So I'm going to wild shape into
Don't we
a
all?
mouse and squeeze under the door.
Okay, you get under there and see a kind of showroom, if you could call it that, for coffins. Coffins of all manner and size. It's very dingy and spooky, cobwebby.
Nice.
But for the most part, it's a place of business, a place where this person sells coffins.
That makes sense. I'm gonna be like, oh, very nice coffins, and I unwild shape.
So you see the moment before Henrik van der Voort, who you'd previously seen running out of the church, turn a corner, from what looks like a kitchen or workshop and sees you and is horrified. Oh my god! How did you get in here?
I have my ways, and I turn around and unlock the door and open it.
Yay!
Do we level up?
We beat the door!
What we should do is, if we open the door now, Garfield coming in would be like,
Father Petrovich is shaking his head as he walks in and says, Henrik, you did not have to do that. We're going to get in eventually. These are capable heroes.
We were about to give in.
Yes, exactly. Well, and you did. So, we know. Milivoy told us. And Henrik, his shoulder-length hair sort of wet from apparently a bath that morning, stoops and says, Yes, I know, I did it. I did. I told him to take the bones. I'm sorry, Father, but they made me. The beast made me.
Oh.
I couldn't do anything. I lied to Billy Boy. I thought I would give it to him, and give it to the terrible woman, but she. I think she's still here.
What woman?
She's. I think she said Valenta is her name. She comes from Ravenloft, and she's just awful. It was a few days ago that she came and said that she'd burn down my shop and kill me with it if I didn't get the bones for her.
So you've already given the bones to her?
No. They're in my wardrobe upstairs. I can show you. I left them there. She said to leave them there. And she brought these coffins upstairs in my storeroom. And I think she's in there still.
I see.
Lady Lon prepares her
What's
claws.
weird? What's weird?
Any of that holy water. I do.
Oh yeah. What do we have?
Delightful.
Oh yeah, actually never
You
mind.
have to help me get rid of her.
I got
Lady
2
Lon takes
D12
out
for
her
water.
silver short sword.
Please help me.
Nice. Yeah, is now a good time to revive the just, substituting some random bones idea and giving those?
I've been for that the whole time.
Hey,
People can't tell bones apart.
I think
I
she'll
know.
know. She seemed to know what she was talking about. She knew about the bones, and Father Petrovich says, unfortunately, if she knew about the bones in the first place, this woman must be quite eminent in her knowledge.
Yeah, especially if there's some kind of holy power or strong natural energy connected to them.
And she's not being repelled by the... Do the bones only work when they're in the church?
They are part of a ritual that is cast on the church.
Right, okay. That makes sense.
Right.
Well, it's daytime. Should we just roll on in there and knock on her coffin lid?
We could take the coffin outside.
You previously had a conversation already, about at least Strahd and the fact that the permanent
Gloom.
gloom
Right.
doesn't.
Yeah, he appeared on the road to us, and he was not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just reminding you.
Right.
I like look around, and I look at the door, and I say, "Did you construct this door yourself?"
Yes.
This was quite strong wood.
Good
I'm
carpenter.
very strong. Do you have another piece of this type of wood?
Yes.
I like.
You're
I
gonna
like-
buy a piece of wood.
No, I'm gonna put the
She
piece
uses
of
wood as
wood.
a shield for the rest
No,
of
I'm
the
gonna put
campaign.
the piece of wood on the coffin.
Oh,
Like nail it
Yeah.
into the coffin.
Yeah.
Like create a
Oh.
bigger, like fortify the
Like if it was
coffin.
if it was hard enough for me to even punch through this door, rolling a 19, it's gonna take this woman some time to get out of it if I nail the door to the top of the coffin.
okay.
Yes, we can try. They sleep. She sleeps upstairs. Next to my bedroom.
Why,
Cool.
Why did
Sensing
you
some mixed
say
feelings.
That? Why did you say that?
Because
Like
I don't like it. I don't care for it.
Well,
Okay.
I got that.
Okay. Yeah. That's.
This whole situation for me is really new.
okay.
Do you want to talk about it?
Father Petrovich says,
Understandable.
Father Petrovich, you should go get the bones while we put the door on the coffin.
Okay.
You're gonna be grumbling about that door for another month, huh?
Yeah, I know.
so
It was
Petrovich
the
says,
strongest door.
actually, it was a really, really strong door. It's one of the strongest. We could probably use it on Strahd. 'Cause I couldn't even open it, and I'm strong.
I'm gonna be like commissioning, like Edric's gonna be like, back again, like commissioning all these shields.
It's like one of our friend's stories about the special pepper.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It's a good story. I'll tell you later too. You'll like it, and you might like it too, although you don't know the friend.
Oh.
But I won't be told.
No, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I'll still tell you, even though you don't. So
Don't tell each of us, and then we'll see if we think you'll like it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh,
they
and then
need to hear it
afterwards we
first.
can all compare stories
Yeah.
and see who got like different versions.
Yeah.
Like a Rashomon thing.
Petrovich says,
Maybe it is best if at least one of you comes with me.
"That's
Are the bones in the same room as?
They're upstairs. My bedroom, the kitchen, and the storage room are upstairs.
And what's
And
the
she's
layout
in
of
a-
the downstairs?
it's an L-shaped room, coffin showroom. Then there's another room for storage, as far as you can tell, and a kitchen
I just
and a
wanted
workshop.
to have more conversation about the layout.
Up the stairs, there's my bedroom.
And she's in the storage room or in?
Upstairs, yes.
And that's where the bones are.
It could be a second bedroom, but I never really did much with it.
Are you looking for a roommate or?
I
sounds like
wouldn't
he has
be
one.
completely opposed. But right now, it's being used.
Alec, go this way a little bit.
Yes, we should try to. I think we should expect having to kill this.
I don't know. This wood was very strong.
I am
So if we wear that,
I'm less optimistic about
I
it
think
would
once
work
we
in the
start
way you think it
nailing,
might.
she'll wake up.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
One time I was up there and I was just making breakfast and I dropped a heavy pot, eggs. And she woke up and said, "Whoa, what?"
How are the eggs?
Overdid it. I like them soft boiled.
Sounds like a horrible day.
he's really going through it, guys. Help him though.
I thought that as soon as I delivered the bones that she would take them and be off, but they were still living in the shop.
Oh man.
All right. Let's do it.
I'll go with you, Father. I kind of want to take a closer look at these bones.
Okay. You head up the stairs and through a small kitchen that just has a square table surrounded by some chairs and shelves of provisions. So once you get up the flight, he says, to the left is the storage room, and then to the right you go to the kitchen, and then to this modest bed chamber with some well-made pieces of furniture in there. They look like strong wood. There's a table, a padded chair, and a wardrobe. Henrik turns and opens the wardrobe, and you see a handful of storybooks and some carpenter's manuals. And he says, "Okay, if you shift this portion at the bottom here, you can put the bones in there."
Oh, so you got kind of like a false bottom in
Yes.
here. Oh, quite clever.
Thank you.
Let me get those bones.
Roll a perception check.
Ooh, that's fun. This character is not as good at that.
Meanwhile, I'm like carrying this wood up the stairs, right?
Yes.
19.
It looks like there's a small indentation and a hole that's been placed, that's been made next to the part that he said to slide to the side.
Just like there's like just like a hole in a board that's like going over something.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and move it to the side.
Okay. The moment you do, first of all, roll a con save.
That's fun. Ooh, that's 11, 12.
As you begin to move it, you feel a sharp pain. A needle has extended through that hole and into your hand.
Oop.
Oh.
Whoop.
Yeah, you take
25 damage.
8 poison damage,
Whoa.
and you are poisoned.
Oh, that's rough.
Disadvantage on attacks and ability scores. Also, as you begin to slide the board in one motion, you hear a small snap. And a half second after that, you a little jester-capped Jack-in-the-Box pops out of the hole, and he's got bells, and he starts to shake, and then a half second after that, you hear a loud wailing. Is no fun, is no Blinsky, is no fun, is no Blinsky, is no fun, is no Blinsky. And you hear a
loud slam, and then 2 more from the room next door, and I think we're in a combat type situation.
Oh my
Certainly
god.
seems that way.
But before that, you hear
But how
steps.
I didn't get there with my door.
It takes you a little longer.
You just didn't want. I was going to spoil your schemes.
By putting a door on top of the coffin.
This entire encounter would have been over.
And then afterwards, maybe we have like a really nice raw edge slab coffee table.
Yeah, exactly.
Salvaged. You didn't
Yeah.
even say that you wanted to sneak up to the coffin, so I don't think it would have turned out well for you. You hear footsteps, a door opening, and then you, all of a sudden, appearing from behind the kitchen door, you see crawling along the walls and on the ceiling 2 horrific-looking, almost bat-faced girl. That's from you can call me Al. Little bat-faced girl. Roly-poly, little bat-faced girl. That's what Paul Simon says.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, tickets for Paul Simon in Los Angeles on
Oh,
sale
yeah?
tomorrow. So anyway, they come around scurrying on the walls and crawl onto the floor, and their bones seem
They're
to
bat-faced
move.
girls?
They're bat-faced girls, and their bones they're actually they both look like they have like masculine features, and their bones seem to articulate in ways that are completely foreign to our human bodies, and they look up and hiss like, and behind them, crawling much more slowly on the ceiling, is a woman, the top half of whose face is obscured by a skull mask, the bottom half of her face painted white with a streak of smeared red lipstick, and she's dressed in a tattered, gold-colored, almost a bridal dress, if not that exactly, with long claws protruding out from her fingers, and high-heeled shoes. And she says, "Wow, I really didn't expect that I'd get to play with my master's new toys before he got rid of them himself, but here you are." And she's crouched upside down on the ceiling of the kitchen looking at you.
Wait, so were the bones gone and just replaced by the Jack-in-the-Box, or is
No, so you can you sort of slid the whole thing in one go, and there is a satchel there.
Okay. I definitely grabbed those bones.
You take them under your arm, and she says, "You're less impressive than I expected, but it should still be fun smearing your guts all over the poor Henrik's walls before I burn down his shop and put his head on a pike."
I think we made things worse for Henrik.
"Well, I didn't trust him. I knew he couldn't be trusted." And she crawls on the ceiling over to him. He is now crouched on the floor, wetting himself, and she sort of boops him on the nose. "Henrik, you fucking idiot. I knew that you would mess this up, that you would tell someone, and that's why I got that nice little trap from Blinsky and put it in there, so that you couldn't sneak up on me and couldn't steal my bones that I can return to my master."
Well, I'm gonna just cast Turn Undead, I guess. I don't know where.
Okay, yeah, let's do the whole initiative thing.
Yeah.
Get
Exactly.
Oh, I'm mad. 21.
The other one, this one has not been.
Plus 6, damn.
Okay,
Favorite. That's my thing.
here we go.
17. 17 for Eric.
Hold on. Let me set up the...
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
It's battle time.
Can you turn it down a little bit? It's a little loud.
Yes.
Garfield's gonna be like,
He just appears like...
Oh, he's like right outside.
Okay. So...
yeah, he's all right. He hasn't like
He's the
barked
best.
or anything, so he's just, as long as he knows where you are, he might be a little disappointed to not be let in, but he's
Yeah.
he just
he'll be
yeah. But last time when we put him in the other house and he knew that we were here, that he was barking.
I bet it's impossible for him to get cold.
I think
you
it's
think?
very hard.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, my mom, when she was visiting, we didn't grow up with pets or anything, so she doesn't really know anything about dogs. And so she put a blanket on him and was like, he's cold when he sleeps. And I was like, I think he's okay, but the thought was very sweet.
Okay, so we have this lady here on the ceiling.
Boo!
Yeah, boo this
We
lady.
hate her!
2 of her vampire spawn minions. Father Petrovich in here with y'all. And then, Lady Lon, you're on the stairs?
Yeah, with the door, yes.
You're down with your claw in the door.
Okay.
Throw stuff at him.
Then we've
Good news,
got
everyone. I got the door.
Rowan here at the closet. Eric, I think in the kitchen, along with Esquivel. And Henrik, he's a non-combatant. He's got non-combatant status.
Because of the peeing.
Non-combatant energy.
Yeah, he's peeing too much. Okay, let's write down initiatives.
I got 11.
Oh, Eugene, you should move the camera.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
There we go. Right?
You can't see the bottom, but we
I
believe you.
Yeah, I can't see it yet.
Oh, it's good. Trust me. Okay, Father Esquivel. And you got 17, you said?
I got 17.
Oh. What did Esquivel get?
11.
Eric got 17. Rowan.
5.
And what about Lady Lon?
21.
Whoa.
But will you turn the music down a little bit, Eugene?
4.
Yeah, more.
No, less.
That's a good point. Why do people ask? Let's get the stat sheets here. So, I wonder how you guys will do. This is a difficult battle. But maybe you'll do okay. I guess we'll see.
Let me see. Who's the closest to the lady?
To the bad lady?
Yeah.
Eric?
Cool.
Yes. Let me roll her initiative. You know what's a good idea is in people's stat blocks, I should put starting initiatives. Why not? Right?
Stat block. Oh, just already preloaded?
Yeah, why not? Is that unsporting?
There are some people who
It
use
depends
the roll
if you choose them or not, I guess.
that it's just
No, I wouldn't choose them. I just pre-roll it.
Yeah.
It's like assumed that you're rolling 10 and
Sure.
you just add your initiative and that's it.
That was a 30-sided die. That's too big.
I think I need to not bring the squishy dice next time because I really have the overwhelming urge to throw these.
Yeah.
Okay, first up we will have Lady Lon. Then we will have the vampires. After that, we've got Eric, followed by Father Esquivel, followed by the scary vampire lady, and Rowan. Okay, so, Lady Lon. Oh wait, I forgot about Father Petrovich.
Very John Carpenter, this part.
For sure.
It is, yes. Ooh, Father Petrovich goes first. I think.
Wow.
No, Father Petrovich does not go first.
See, if you pre-rolled, we wouldn't get exciting moments like this.
That's true. Father Petrovich goes second. Lady Lon still first. Lady Lon, you've got this big plank of wood. What do you do next?
She just keeps attacking the wood.
So I'm going to.
I swear it's gonna be better once I nail this up.
We have unfinished
So
business.
I'm very close to the one of the minions. Am I
Yes.
in melee range from the?
Yes.
Okay. So oops.
Oh no, Bartholomew.
So I'm like, my plan was foiled. I'm so mad.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go into a rage, because, that sucks. And then I'm going to grab my short sword and try to plunge it into the guy right near me.
Sword short. Okay.
Sword.
Short. Okay. That is probably not a hit. That is a 12.
That is not a hit. You're right.
Shoot.
Eric is going to attempt to manifest the ability again to allow her to re-roll.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to manifest it. And I do, but I take on a strain.
Okay.
All right, let's hope it's worth it. Nope. Alas.
No, it's not worth it.
Just
No.
blood shoots out of Eric's
Okay.
nose.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that sucks.
Okay, so rage was your bonus action, and that was your attack.
Correct.
Oh well. Do you get to keep your rage because you tried to attack?
Yes.
Okay. And I guess now it's a bonus action to just keep your rage going, right?
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
That was a soul strain.
Next up is Father Petrovich. I'll also remind you guys about the existence of cover. We don't use it very much, but it exists. Father Petrovich says, "Block the door! We can stop them from coming in. Hide here!" And he goes to the corner here, behind the door, and takes out a cross and says a silent prayer, but you can hear him murmuring louder and louder and louder, and all of a sudden, the vision of an angel appears, somewhat translucent, but it's there. A figure clad in shining plate armor with huge wings, and then a second and third and fourth, and they just start whirling around him in a 15-foot sphere. He has cast Spirit Guardians. And that is his turn. Actually, no. He will also cast Sacred... No, he won't cast Sacred Flame. Okay, that's it. Okay. Next up is these vampires. These damn vampires. The one next to you, Lady Lon, uses his claws. He has multi-attack, so he uses his claws twice.
I have resistance to piercing and slashing damage. So
Right.
just FYI.
Okay, and your armor class is?
16, no longer 15.
Okay, he misses with both attacks. He hisses in rage and stays right there.
Lady Lon
attacking
hisses
you.
back.
The second one comes up to Eric, the little boy, and does the same thing. His claws seem to grow larger, and you can see these like fiery red nails, and he claws at you. What's your armor class?
14.
Another 2 terrible rolls from this vampire spawn, and it is Eric's turn. Yeah, Eric, you managed to just barely duck and avoid him. Probably pick up a chair and hold it between you two.
Oh, what did we decide about Monto? You had some new rule for when he comes out. My sense is he's not out. Like, he's kind of scared probably, but
correct. Yeah.
But there was something like if I was in danger or something, he would come. I can't remember. You had come up with some rule.
I think it was if you go below a certain amount of hit points.
Then he'll come out.
I think that's what it was. Then he can get one attack, but he only does like 2 damage or something.
Well, he can knock people prone.
Yes, he can knock people prone.
Or knock creatures prone.
Yes.
Which is hilarious.
Eric, after you is Father Esquivel.
Eric looks at the vampire that just attacks him and gives him a big pouty frown. And he puts his fists on his hips.
Sure.
And he does the ability Psychic Stab. So the vampire will have to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. He can do, or he can try. I believe he does. That's a 19 on the die.
Okay. And I will use my bonus action.
Bonus!
So that was a Psychic Stab that would have, caused the just horrible psychic pain.
Yes.
This is a psionic shift, which is just going to shift his
it's like the
the
CBD
reality
version
of
the THC.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And it's just a bonus action, but it's basically the same thing. Another intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
What could happen? Oh no.
Another high roll.
Well, then, as a desperation, I'm going to use Chronopathy Adept to do something that would normally take a bonus action to be done with no action at all.
Okay.
So you can downgrade from action to bonus action.
Yeah.
And then you can downgrade from bonus action to no action.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it again. The same thing. The psionic shift.
Psionic shift. What's your DC?
15.
Just barely hit it.
Hit it?
No.
Oh, he made it?
He made the roll.
Eric just screams. And that's my turn.
I mean, yeah, just as bad as their rolls were, unfortunately, these rolls made up for it. Father Esquivel, it's your turn. Then Valenta, then Rowan.
Spirit Guardians is a 15-foot sphere, right? So
yes.
Are both of those the two vampires that are closer to us are inside it, right?
Yeah. Let's say yes. I don't know what the rule is for having a wall between if line of sight is required, but I think line of sight is not required. So yes.
Okay.
Sorry. No, they both are. It's 3 squares forward.
Since I'm guessing Father Petrovich, does he? Would I be able to assess whether he's he's an old man, but he doesn't have any armor or a protection at all. I think I'm better off in that department.
He's got a chain shirt. Yeah, he's a priest after all.
Well,
He's got a chain shirt.
Behind a wall. I'm behind a wall at the moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move through him.
Well, actually, you're not. You're in the doorway.
Oh, that's the doorway.
Vampire.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
And with 2 creatures.
So
There we go.
Yeah.
okay, so if that's the doorway, then I'm gonna move 1 to get adjacent to Rowan, and use a bonus. But that's through the wall, right?
That's through. What do you mean? There's no wall
Rowan.
here. No. Oh,
That's-
to Rowan. Yes.
yes.
Yes. Through the wall. Yes.
Oh,
Sorry,
I
you
need
wanted to get adjacent to
Yes,
Rowan.
I need to touch.
I heard Eric.
I need to
Yes.
touch Rowan to cast.
Okay, touch Rowan.
Cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
Which gets rid of the poison.
Nice.
Potion.
Yeah, thank you. That's huge.
And then
Surprising that you had that prepared. Good job.
I think it is one of my class spells.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go back into the doorway.
Yeah.
And with my regular action, do turn undead, which I can do because that's not a spell. That's a magic action.
And what is the save for that?
15, and I believe it is a wisdom.
Is it whiz or con?
I believe it's wisdom.
Okay.
I can make sure, but.
And the range is 30 feet at least, right?
30 feet, undead, whiz save.
And what is the DC is 15, you said? Okay. The scary vampire lady with the skull mask, who, let's call her by her name, Valenta, and this vampire spawn minion here. Don't write that down, though. You don't know that. I just told you that, so it's easier.
Don't write it down.
Fail.
They both fail.
They both fail.
They are both frightened and incapacitated. And the only thing they can do is try to get as far away from me as possible.
But they're incapacitated.
Yes. Incapacitated, I don't think...
Doesn't that change their speed to 0?
No, it just means they can't take any action, bonus action, or reaction.
But they can move?
But they can move.
Really? Okay. And what... for how long? What's the duration?
That's a great question. The effect ends early if the creature takes damage, if you have the incapacitated condition, or if you die. So, until they take...
Concentration or something?
Until basically...
It's concentration.
If I get knocked out, it drops. If I die, it drops. Or if they take damage.
Because it's concentration.
It's not concentration.
Oh, interesting.
Because they can take damage and get out of it somehow.
Okay.
It has to be, that's...
Yeah.
Okay, so on their turn, all they can do is move as far away from you as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I mean, that's all I can do.
On her turn, Valenta crawls up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and is on the ceiling in this position here, hanging down, moving towards the window. Oh, can she do a double? No, because she can't take an action. She can't dash. Okay. Then is Rowan's turn.
All right. As Father
and then Lady Lon.
As Father Esquivel heals me, I look up. Ooh, much obliged. And then recognizing that I got hit for a quarter of my health, grabbing the bones out of the closet. I'm gonna place a hand on my chest, cast protection from evil and good. I'm gonna focus that on undead. So they have disadvantage on attack rolls against me. I can't be possessed or gain the charmed or frightened conditions from them. And yeah, that's it. Wow, apparently different in 2024. Interesting. So yeah, I cast that, and then get up on my feet, stumble into the room with the spawns and the Sleep No More vampire lady, and I want to get as close to them as I can.
Okay.
Can I get I want to get within 5 feet of as many of them as possible.
Meaning immediately next to?
Yes.
Okay, you can only do that for 2 of them.
Okay, that's fine.
You crawl up onto this table that looks like a quiche on it.
In the famous words of Mr. Loaf, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. When I'm right next to them, I'm going to cast Word of Radiance.
Okay.
Which I believe I can do because it's a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
5 feet in all directions. A burning emanation, capital E emanation, erupts from me.
But will that cause them to not longer be incapacitated if they take damage?
If they take damage,
Yeah, I mean, as long as we focus fire
It's all right.
on
One.
Yeah. Do we
It
want?
already wasted a turn for her.
for the big
For the big guy.
big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do we?
Yeah, I mean,
I
it
guess-
seems like if it worked on her, then we should take out the little
The
guys.
spawn.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So.
Eric doesn't think like that.
Also, like we're gonna need to take them down eventually.
We're gonna need a bigger door.
So yeah, they the vampies within 5 feet of me have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. DC.
And
14.
Disadvantage for the one that's frightened.
Both of them are. Both of these guys are affected. This one is not.
Right, but the vampire lady in the radiance.
They both are.
Oh, okay, yeah, then
Okay, so disadvantage. And what's the DC?
14.
She saves, he does not.
Okay, so he takes. He takes 1 damage.
Okay, and what kind of damage is it?
Radiant.
Okay, that's important.
I was wrong about the saving throws. Sorry. Doesn't have disadvantage on saving throws.
Then both of them save. Do they take half damage on
Wow.
save? Or anything?
No.
Okay.
That means they remain incapacitated, right? Ironically.
Yes. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, I want to try to get out of melee range of the vampire spawn.
Okay. So you do. You can move toward the kitchen counter, and if you like, huddle under it. Or you can, be brave. Lady Lon,
So Lady Lon is going
and
to.
then next up is Father Petrovich, and then the vampires, and then Eric.
So Lady Lon is going to go into a frenzy
Mm-hmm.
and is going to reckless
Send out
attack
pretty casual.
the spawn right next to her.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna go ahead and go into a frenzy.
So
What's a frenzy?
It means that I can make an extra attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
But it means that after my rage is over, I'm exhausted.
Okay.
So reckless attack. So wait, hold on.
Sounded like you said breakfast attack.
That's 19.
Okay. That's a hit.
Okay. So that is 1, and that's with my silver short sword, by the way.
Okay.
So that's 1d6 piercing plus 3. Wait, where's that here? Ooh, nice. So that's 9 damage.
Okay. You're doing it a single two-handed attack.
Oh wait, and also because I'm in a rage, that's also +2, an extra +2.
Okay.
So that's 11 damage.
Okay. You notice that the attack from your claws.
No, it's not my claws. My silver short sword.
Your silver short sword.
Yeah.
You notice that the attack from your silver short
Sword.
sword, while it makes the vampire wince as you plunge it into his stomach, the wounds seem to heal rather quickly.
Okay.
Not completely, but quickly. Is it round down or round up for half damage for resistance?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's round up. You think it's down?
I think it's always down. Unless
Yeah.
otherwise mentioned.
Okay. Then let's round it down to
Specify.
5.
Ooh, okay. All right. Well,
So they're not.
Round
They're
it
even
down.
resistant to silver
Silver.
weapons.
Well, silver's not magical.
But I thought the whole point of Silvered was to get around that whole thing.
Only for werewolves.
Have we fought a vampire before? Oh, didn't we in the dungeon?
No, you considered fighting Doru. You killed him. He was a vampire spawn.
Yeah.
No, the father. I guess he wasn't a vampire.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes.
Okay, well, for now, because I'm in a frenzy and because that's just what I can do, I'm going to do one more attack with my short sword.
Okay.
But this one I think is less successful because I don't have advantage. So this one is 12.
That is not a hit.
Okay.
Okay.
But is that, am I like I'm on the staircase?
Yes.
And he's also on the staircase?
No, he's
already on the platform.
The kitchen, yeah.
Okay, then that's my turn.
Okay. Cool. So, for his turn, Father Petrovich says, "Let us back up into the room." He goes behind the cupboard and from back here casts spiritual weapon, placing it next to the two vampires, Valenta and the spawn, and for his bonus attack, attacks with it, which is a spell attack. It's +5. Does not manage to hit, but now this mace, which has like nails sticking out of it, so it's kind of like a morning star, and the head of it has like a crown of thorns. It's very metal. It's now hanging over that table.
Cool.
This vampire spawn, who has not yet been injured, crashes through the window and disappears onto the roof, it seems. This place in here, this will be the roof area. The other one continues hacking at Lady Lon with his claws, and he also, the wounds appear to close up entirely at the start of his turn. And this time he does, you said 16 is your armor class?
Mm-hmm.
This time he does hit with his claws, but instead of dealing damage, he elects to grapple you.
Okay.
For his second attack, he bites, which he can do to a creature that he is grappling. +6 to hit. Armor class, you said 16, but he has advantage on attacks against you if you're grappled by him. Is that right, Nick?
Yeah, also, he would have had advantage anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. But he misses.
Wow.
So you're
gonna be
squirming
like-
just enough for him not to get a clean bite.
I'm gonna be like
on your
Michael
neck.
in Underworld, bitten by a vampire and a werewolf.
Yeah, that's true.
Man.
I'm like super.
There's a war between the Lycans and the vampires. So next up is Eric.
Wait, so I'm just
Eric.
grappled. I'm still grappled.
You are grappled, yes, but not damaged and unsuccessfully bitten.
Eric is keeping with the same strategy. He's gonna go ahead and try to psionically shift this lady with a bonus action. He goes,
Fair enough.
so it's an intelligence saving throw.
That is absolutely a failure.
Fantastic. So D10 psychic damage. Oh, I forgot I have hex. I'm such a fool. Is this a 10? Yes. 5. And I'm going to use one of my abilities, Dynamic Power.
Okay.
Which is, I'm going to take on 2 strain a soul strain, which gives me no effect, and then a mind strain, which I can't take dodge, dash, or disengage anymore.
Okay. Wait, what was the effect on...
The second soul strain does nothing. The first soul strain gives me disadvantage on wisdom and charisma checks.
No, sorry. What does it... what is the effect on the vampire?
I'm about to say, I take on the 2 strain, and I can move it. I can either knock it prone or make it fly 15 feet in any direction.
Okay.
And I'm going to have it move 15 feet out the open window.
Okay. So she is knocked outside of the open window, falling to the ground and taking, it's 1 story, it's 1d6 damage. 2 damage because she appears to be less phased by it than others. And now she's there on the ground, staring up.
Does she make a sound? Satisfying sound? Okay. So that was my bonus action, and then for my action, I'm going to do another same thing, psychic stab of another intelligence saving throw.
Against her as well?
Yeah.
Okay, you're close enough. You can do it. Another critical fail, 2 in a row.
Just like out the window. Okay. So that's another 5.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
So that is
A total
psychic
of
damage.
12. Yes.
Okay,
And
so
paid
that,
psychic.
but that is actually 5 because of it being magic.
Great.
Okay. Next up, we have Father Esquivel. And then Valenta, and then Rowan.
I am going to move up to the open window. Try to put myself in the open window, and then cast spiritual weapon adjacent to her.
Oh!
And have it attack.
I forgot. One of the reasons I wanted to do that is because I wanted the spiritual weapon to get an opportunity attack against the woman when she flew away from it.
That's a good point. Okay, I believe it can do that. Let's give it a go.
That was the whole point. Sorry to interrupt.
So that's a hit on her for 1d8 plus 3 damage.
She just shoots out a window and the mace hits her on the way out.
Don't let the mace hit you on the way out, huh? Okay. Yeah, it takes a swing at her, dealing 6 force damage, and propels her even farther. Nice. Okay, so Father Esquivel, you cast spiritual weapon.
Yes.
And use it to attack.
So I think,
What weapon is it?
Oh, it's big ass, very very big European.
It's a big ass.
Sword.
Okay.
Big ass.
She just gets just like from a second story coming down.
Yeah.
It's not for me to dictate your spiritual relationship.
Flying out a window. And
Okay. 14 plus 21.
That's a hit.
Hit. That is
unavoidable.
7. That is a 7 on a D8, so that is 12 force damage.
Okay.
It's coming to crush you.
Okay, that's a substantial hit with this Zweihander as it tears through her body and leaves a lingering wound.
that's not.
Anything else?
Cantrip, Sacred Flame on her.
Okay. You can cast Sacred Flame as a cantrip.
It is a cantrip.
Oh, it is a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you're right. Okay, yes.
So that is a...
Wait, but does the spiritual weapon not take your cantrip to attack? Or can it attack
Your magic
without an
weapon.
It's
event?
bonus action.
So is the cantrip also your bonus action?
No, that's his action.
No, that was
Casting
a spell.
spiritual weapon is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
And the
Okay.
attack is just another initiative
It
or
is.
whatever. Its own.
The attack happens. I believe that I have to continue to use my bonus action
To have it.
attack.
Okay.
Yeah, it's as a bonus action. You can move it and have it make an attack.
Got it.
Yep. Okay. Makes sense.
So yeah, Sacred Flame, Dex save, 15.
Fail. And that
Yes.
means that you deal radiant damage, which
Yes.
prevents vampires from regenerating.
Another 7 damage.
Woo.
Okay. Wow. You're really. She looks up and says, "I'm gonna. Oh, you're glad you're in a coffin shop because I will need some place to put all your bones when I'm done with you." That sounds like Paul Bearer.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's fitting.
I don't know why.
That's fitting.
I don't know why she sounds like that. Crazy. So she immediately begins. She looks back at up on the roof at the vampire who's running away and tries to shout fruitlessly at him, but he's incapacitated. And it is spiritual weapon concentration,
Yes.
but that doesn't matter because turn undead is not.
Right.
Okay. So she crawls back. Her crawl speed is equal to her move speed. So 1, 2,
Opportunity attack.
3. Right. Roll an opportunity attack.
Crit fail.
Okay. Into
Spiritual weapon
the window
explodes.
and sort of
The
crawling.
ass just farts.
She's crawling up, and you sort of lose sight of her for a second, and then from on top of the window, you see her head poke in, and she withdraws from under her dress a flask with a roiling orange liquid inside that almost looks like flames. Throwing it here, it splashes over the 3 of you. Everybody roll a Dex saving throw.
3 of all of us? Like, who's the 3?
Not you.
Okay.
Doesn't reach you. Roll a Dex save.
Save. 9.
18.
21.
Okay. You said yours was 9, 18,
Yes.
21. So, Father Esquivel only, you take 9 fire damage, and you are on fire.
Oh my. He's on fire.
He's on fire.
Okay.
At the beginning of each of your next turns, you'll take a little bit of damage, and at the end of those turns, you can try to put the fire out with another DC 14 saving throw.
Okay, but it doesn't require that I take an action or anything to try to put the fire out?
No.
Okay, good. Great. And I have to make
Great. That's what I said.
and I have to make a concentration check. That is a 5. I do not make. I mean, the DC is 10, right? So it's
Yes.
under 10 damage.
That's your spiritual weapon token? Come on.
I gotta get a better one. I really do. Okay. And a special one for Father Esquivel. He deserves one, doesn't he?
Doesn't he, folks?
Doesn't he just? No bonus action for her. Next up is Rowan.
For a spiritual weapon. Actually, I don't know if y'all even know what the fuck Trigun is, so this may not even be a reference that anyone would appreciate. Yeah, there's a priest character that has, he literally carries around a giant cross with him all the time, and then there's a big reveal in one episode. He, pulls a blanket off of it. It's several guns.
Trigun was a thing that told me it's time to turn off Adult Swim.
Ouch.
I know what you're
It's
talking
just
about.
because I
It's too late.
I couldn't get. Yeah, I couldn't make myself pay attention enough to anime at that time of night. Anime is still it's one of those things that is like waiting for me one day.
It's out there.
There's so much of it.
It's waiting for
We
me.
truly
tried. We
overwhelming.
really gave it a good try during COVID.
We couldn't get into Evangelion.
Really tried.
Oh, it's tough. I understand.
Yeah.
It was too
I love it.
teenage angsty.
But yeah.
Well, no, we just also just like I just didn't get
You
it.
should
It's slow.
you should check out Trigun Stampede
Okay.
though. It's the new kind of reimagining of the series. It's really
Just like
fucking
Evangelion
good.
also has a reimagining
Yeah.
in movies.
And
Yeah.
also, new Trigun has canon transmasculine Vash and knives.
Oh, great.
Yeah, which is tight.
I want to see more of those stories. Okay. Rowan.
Anyway, yeah, 70 years later.
Yes.
Let's Trigun, everyone, it's great. So I'm going to we got this little friend in the corner. Or actually no. Can I get to the window and get
You can get to this side of the window.
vampire lady in my line of sight?
Yes.
Tight. Then I will try to do that.
Do allies break line of sight? I guess.
Yeah, but in this case, it's just a corner into the. She's on top of the window, sort of.
I see. I don't, but I accept it.
And characters in general don't break line of sight. They give half cover, so not full cover.
There. So I am going to cast Guiding Bolt
Okay.
in her face. That's a D12. I don't
Is
wanna
there a
roll that.
disadvantage if you're next to someone?
Oh, I didn't want to be so close as to get disadvantage on a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
Is that
You can
possible?
be there.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So I'll do that. The dirty 20.
Okay. That is absolutely a hit.
Tight. I need to collect some D4s. Or wait, D6.
And then Lady Lon, you're up next.
Yeah.
14 damage.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It's rating at damage too.
Incredible. So she will not be regenerating. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, what the hell? I'll use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh on the
Okay.
staff, just in case anyone gets in melee range.
Well, and yeah, now you have a magic weapon. Okay. Lady Lon, and then next one of you guys to go is Eric.
So since I'm grappled,
Yes.
the only thing that's affected is I just can't move. Like I can't go anywhere. But
You
I
have
can.
disadvantage on attacks against anyone other than your grappler,
Okay.
and you can't go anywhere.
Okay.
And it takes an action to try to break free of the grapple.
Okay. Well. You know what? I'm not even going to try to break free of the grapple. Because
Yeah.
why? I was like trying to think of like somehow where I could flip him down the stairs, but whatever. So I'm still in my frenzy. I'm going to take a reckless attack as my first. So that is 16.
Okay. That's a hit.
Okay. 3, 6. So that's 8 damage.
4 damage.
More damage. All right, and then take another attack as my bonus action.
With your claws again.
No, silver short sword.
Okay.
Even though, you know, but that's just what I.
Wait, you can take a second attack as a bonus action?
Because I'm in a frenzy.
Okay, got it.
The frenzy basically.
Gives you a second attack.
Well, it you sort of convert your rage into a frenzy. So I have my frenzy as long as I'm in my rage.
Okay.
So that is 13.
To hit? Mm-hmm. Not a hit.
Okay.
Okay. Next up,
Petrovich.
yes,
Petrovich.
Father Petrovich uses a bonus action to move this spiritual weapon over toward actually the vampire that is attacking Lady Lan, and goes a hit, but that is a miss. And then, following your lead, Rowan, shoots a guiding bolt at the lady in the window, which is a ranged spell attack. That is a hit. He did it with a 3rd level spell slot.
Damn.
So that is 6d6, if I recall correctly, which I think I do.
10.
And advantage on the next attack. Oh, I see a lot of... Okay, so that's 5, 9, 14, 19 damage. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Receiving this bolt of orangish light, which travels directly from a Bible that Father Petrovich has open,
Love that.
and points it probably at the page that
And he goes-
says vampires stink.
And he goes, see?
And she almost loses her grip on the window, manages to hold on, but she is looking very rough indeed. And he ducks behind the closet once again. This vampire continues to move farther away from you, now to the far edge of the roof.
Great.
Yeah. Presumably to just terrorize the town of Valaki. I mean, not your problem. The one next to you, Lady Lan, first regenerates the damage that you dealt to it this turn, and next attempts to bite you again, and this time hits.
Okay.
What that means is you take 4 piercing damage.
I have resistance, though.
So you take 2 piercing damage
Yeah.
and 7 necrotic damage, which you don't have resistance to. But
Correct.
your hit point maximum is reduced by 7.
Okay. Great. Okay, wait, hold on. Repeat that.
We'll get you more hit points. It's fine.
So...
2 piercing damage,
Okay.
but then 7 necrotic damage. But what happens actually is that your hit
It's
point
permanent.
maximum is reduced by 7.
Okay,
Well,
great.
for
For the moment, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a way to do this. Okay, cool.
And then he swipes at you.
Well, it's good I leveled up.
He tries to stab you with his claws as he holds you with another hand. But that is a miss. Oh, wait. Armor class 16, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's a miss. Eric.
Fuck this lady, man.
Right?
Yeah. I'm gonna hit her with a psychic stab. Intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Fail.
Oh wait, can I first do bonus action hex on her?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Dexterity,
Intelligence? Okay, dexterity, fine.
because it doesn't matter.
Yes.
So it's a hit. So it's
Yes.
a D10 and a I don't know what.
It's a hit.
We'll see what necrotic does.
Yep.
5 psychic and 1 necrotic.
Okay, so the necrotic damage is reduced to 0 because she's resistant.
Okay.
She takes 5 damage, and then from inside this room, you hear Father Petrovich begin to chant. He uses his Divine Imminence feature when he sees another creature within 30 feet get hit with a with a weapon attack. Never mind.
Damn. I'm still going though.
Okay. Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and use
You already
rapid.
did an action and a bonus.
I know. I'm gonna use rapid manifestation, which I can use 5 times.
Rapid
5
manifestation.
times. This is my second usage of it.
Yep.
To do another bonus action as a non-action, and that will be the psionic shift, which is basically the same thing again. Intelligence.
That is a save. Successful save.
Okay.
Should have done an intelligence hex.
That doesn't
It
count for
wouldn't.
saves.
It's only checks.
Right.
That's my turn.
Okay. Father Esquivel, and then Rowan after Valenta.
Yeah. How close to? You know what? Fuck it.
Sorry. You first have to take because of your being on fire at the
Right.
moment.
Yes.
Must take
I forgot about that.
1d4 damage.
Gonna
That
do
is
some
1
cool-
damage only.
I
That's
forgot
all.
about all the cool stuff I was gonna do.
So what? How? Sorry. How much?
1 damage only.
Oh, okay.
But you're still on fire, and that stinks. You hate it.
So yeah.
I just can't picture anything worse.
Did we ever figure out whether there was a drawback to adjacent ranged attacks?
There,
Yes, right?
I think there is, but am I thinking of Baldur's Gate rules, which are not? And is that only true against people who you're not adjacent to? Okay, I'm gonna make a ruling. It's only for people who you're not adjacent to. If you're trying to do a ranged attack against someone who you're not adjacent to, there you have disadvantage. Otherwise, it's normal.
Cool. Well, I'll try to figure that out later, but for now, doing a guiding bolt
Okay.
at her
Oh,
with
need to be
advantage.
dropped.
With
Yeah.
advantage because she's still affected by the previous guiding bolt.
That's
correct?
right.
Okay, so first roll was a 12, second roll was a 15, 15 plus 7,
That's a hit.
and so that's 46. I'll just do the stuff here. That is 14 radiant damage.
You deal this damage to her, and for a moment she is like pure light, and seeming to turn into ash, like the typical victims of this attack have been, especially when they're vampires.
Boring.
But she all of a sudden, you see her ears sort of retract back, and her mouth grow fangs, and her jaw elongate to look a little bit more like the vampire spawn around her, and her eyes start to go a dark crimson, and it appears that she is entering some new, more menacing form as blood begins to drip steadily from her mouth.
I look to see if there is any way I can close the window.
Didn't he bust through it?
Just
The window
pull
is
curtains.
the window is busted.
I mean, there is this door next to me if you quickly.
The door!
Prop the door against it.
She also quickly reaches under her dress again, giggling as she does it, and then takes this charred black stick, which she cracks and throws in the room with you. it begins quickly spewing this black, completely obscuring smoke, and you can hear her scuttling along the roof. And as she does, she yells, "You think this little church will save you? My husband will come and destroy all of you vermin, and I'll be seeing you again later, too."
Bye.
Fuck this
Cough,
bitch.
cough, cough.
Is she gone?
She has moved her speed, at least. Also, you are effectively blinded in this room. Do you have any other? Do you have a bonus action?
I don't have a bonus action. I don't have a bonus action cantrip, so I
Okay.
can't. Is anyone in great need of healing? I can't even see, so.
No.
Well, but you can ask.
Well, yeah, but then I would be like, okay, I need to see.
You can do like if you're blinded, checks that rely on you to be able to see somebody automatically fail. But like even attacks are just at disadvantage, and attacks against you have advantage. But it's not like impossible.
Well, yeah, but if I would, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I can utilize the bonus action at all, so I'm just gonna,
Like you could stumble your way to a willing creature and lay hands on them, or even try to hit them with a ranged cure spell, for example.
right. Well, I wouldn't be able to cast the spell anyway, because I already cast.
That's right.
But I think, but it is in, like, Ellie's healing word that you have to see.
Ah, okay, yes, you cannot see.
Yeah, so I'm saving, what was the, cocked, what was the, attribute? What am I?
Blinded?
No,
blinded.
saving on fire.
Oh, Dex.
You're blinded on fire.
You're blinded on fire. That's my favorite power metal band.
Yeah.
They're
Crit
gonna say
fail.
Alicia Keys' song.
Yikes. Rowan, you are up next.
Right. So, Father Esquivel is next to me and on fire.
That's right. Yes.
Okay, I can't see the other vampire spawn in the room horribly well to attack. So
You can try to attack.
Yeah. Well,
And it would actually be neutral because attacks against him have advantage, but your attacks have disadvantage.
Wait, why do my... Oh, because I can't see.
Protection
Right,
from...
right.
Yeah.
I'm actually... I think instead of attacking this guy, I'm gonna throw off my cloak, and can I use my action to try to extinguish Father Esquivel?
Yes, roll a DC 14 Dex save with advantage.
Wrong one.
Since you're using your action to do it.
13.
That's a fail.
You're trying to pat, but it's just like fanning the flames higher.
No, you need water!
Sorry, I normally light people on fire and not as much experience just putting them out.
Lady Lun.
Well, so I guess the one advantage of being grappled is the blindness doesn't really affect me, right?
Yes. Because you're outside of that room.
Oh, but also, like, it's not like I'd need to search for hard to know where to hit
Yes.
someone. Alright, so I'm just, like, it may be reckless, but I'm gonna continue to be reckless.
Okay. Your attacks have advantage actually because he is blinded.
Oh, okay. Well, so I did.
But
Well,
you're not.
but I'm not.
So you're not in the room.
So that's 18.
Okay, hit.
So that is 6, 8. That's 11, so 5.
Okay.
And then second attack. Oof, man, I keep not my second attacks keep.
You hear Father Petrovich say, "Guide me with your voice. I can try to augment your attacks."
I'm right here.
He'll try.
But that was only 12.
To hit.
Oh, but I have advantage.
Yes.
So, oh well, that didn't help. So 12 was the max.
Okay, so 5 damage to him. Very well. Anything else? Stay grappled.
Stay grappled.
Stay grappled. You stay grappled. Mm-hmm. Father Petrovich walks out into the room, unable to see, of course, in the thick smoke which he tries to disperse with his hands, and he casts. First he.
Oh, you know what? Instead of me saying I'm right here, I just nudge Monto, and Monto starts barking.
No, that's smart. He hears the yapping of the dog. He first tries to attack with the spiritual weapon, which is unable to meet its mark, but then he casts Guiding Bolt at 2nd level, which does hit. So he has a +5.
Oh, will this guy finally not heal? That would be great.
That's 5d6. He shouldn't heal. 8, 9, 13, 19 damage against him. And this way he won't heal. Eric, you're up next. After the vampire spawn goes.
What the hell?
So the vampire spawn, because of the radiant damage on its turn, is unable to heal, but it tries once again to bite you at disadvantage. 16 is your armor class?
Yeah.
That's a hit. So you
boy.
take 4 piercing damage. So
2.
2. And your hit point total goes down by 7 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
That's harsh. And he also swings with his claws at you. And that's also a hit, dealing 2d4 slashies. 2d4 plus 3.
I do have resistance, though.
Yes, so that's 7, so 3 further slashing damage to Lady Lan. And that is, he moves at half speed, dragging you into this other room to get out of the smoke. Mm-hmm. And also away from your friends. Mm-hmm. Eric.
Eric reaches over to Father Esquivel, who's right there.
Yes.
Oh wait, he's still on fire.
Yeah, but
yes.
I don't think you need to worry about it too much.
Okay. It won't be catching.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Oh, actually, I don't have to touch him. I just he just needs to be within range. And I look at him, and as a bonus action, I use Glimpse, which allows him to glimpse his immediate future. And the next attack roll made against him has disadvantage before the end of my turn.
Okay.
Then I will I will run out of the smoky room towards where the
yapping dog is.
Yeah, follow the sound of the yapping dog.
Okay. You can get next to them.
I don't want to get right next to
You're in the stairs?
Yeah. And then I will go ahead. What's going on in this room?
It is the massive storeroom where previously the vampires had apparently been sleeping.
Okay.
You also
storeroom of coffin making stuff.
Coffin making and carpentry supplies.
Yeah.
You also notice there's the remnants of something like greenish that's been burnt into the wall over here.
Interesting. Well, in the immediate vicinity, and let's say in the range of about 30 feet or so, is there anything that is like a sharp wooden stake-like piece of wood?
Oh, good thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some sharp wooden stake-like pieces of wood.
I'm gonna, as soon as Eric clocks one of them, he holds out his hand to it and uses invisible force to do an object attack to have it fly at that vampire.
Okay.
Going for the chest.
This will be a disadvantage because you have to hit a specific target in order for it to work. The heart, right?
Oh, sure. Okay.
Let's say you do half damage if you
miss the heart.
If you miss,
or is there a roll that I need to hit, or
if you hit at least 10, you can do half damage with disadvantage.
Okay. Disadvantage. Okay.
How about that ruling? That's fun. To make up some rules.
Oh, that doesn't look great. 14.
That is not a hit. So this piece of wood hovers in the air, flies at the vampire, and is just inches away from his heart.
Ah! Well, then, as a non-action, I'm going to use another use of a rapid manifestation and give him a psionic
how much damage
shift.
was that, though?
Oh! Wait, it hit him?
Yes, but not his heart.
Oh, okay. Great, yes.
Because you got a 10.
Fantastic. It's a D8. That looks like this. That's a 7.
Okay, so we will do half of that because it's...
Sure. Piercing.
Okay, so 3. Cool.
Alright, so now I'm...
Rapid Manny.
Intelligence saving throw.
Rapid Manny sounds like I've gone to my local nail spa.
Yeah!
That's Express Manny, actually.
Miss. Fail.
Well, fuck that guy. I'm done.
Well, how much damage?
Oh, miss fail. Okay, got it.
Miss fail.
For him.
For him, yes.
D10. 7. Psychic.
Okay. 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 Next up, we have Father Esquivel.
Okay.
And Rowan.
Going to try to get next to him, as long as I can see him.
Oh wait, sorry, 1d4 damage.
Oh right.
That's another 1.
Cool.
Okay.
Gonna try to get to the spot where I can
10,
see the
15,
vampire.
20, 25, 30. You can get right next to him.
Yeah.
This flaming robed priest walks through the hall past to this vampire.
Pushes the little kid
aside. Excuse me.
It takes 1.5 seconds.
As a side note, is the fire am I in a lot of pain or no?
You don't like being on fire.
You're in 1 damage of pain every
You're
turn.
in 1, or more. Up to 4.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So 1/20th of your whole life's worth of pain.
1/20th of the amount of pain it would take you to pass
to
out.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going,
so if a doctor was asking, it would be at a 0.5.
Going to how?
And if you say that and you're a woman or a black person, they would think that you're at about a 0.25 or a 0.
Of course.
Yeah. -3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How does this creature seem hurt at all?
The creature seems rather hurt. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna. I don't know what else is waiting for us. I'm doing a plain old sacred flame.
Okay.
So that's a dex save of 15.
That's right.
Do you get advantage because you're actually on fire?
No, because Sacred Flame is radiant.
That tracks to me.
He misses.
Just throw out the fire.
4 radiant.
You just
Take
go
off your
Okay.
jacket.
in
and
for a
throw
hug.
it at him.
4 radiant damage and, importantly, no regeneration. Okay. Rowan, you are up.
So I'm just laughing at the idea of throwing burning clothes
Yep.
at these vampires. Okay, I'm gonna join the party in the hallway.
Woo! Stockroom!
Stockroom. I'm
You're gonna go inside?
Yes, if I can.
You can.
Okay, cool. Can't quite make out the exact layout. Yeah, I can't. Still can't really see much of anything. So I'm gonna try again what I did before. It didn't work so well. I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance,
Okay.
and I only want to get the vampire. So they have to make a DC 14 con save.
They do.
Damn it. And I can't use that because that's only a bonus action when I'm in starry form. Yeah, that's it for me. That's it.
Okay. Lady Lon, you are up next.
Okay, so I am going to use my action
Yes.
to pick up the stake, the wooden stake that missed. Or
Okay.
Does she even need an action to do that?
At least a
Object interaction?
well, it doesn't really matter because
Object interaction?
Bonus action.
Well, it doesn't matter because
Especially because she's grappled.
my bonus action is a it doesn't really matter
Okay,
either way,
yeah.
and then I'll use my other action as to reckless attack with the stake
At the heart.
at the heart.
Okay.
She's pretty close.
Just
Oh,
like
boy.
a foot away, trying to jab.
I rolled real bad,
Well,
so I don't think either of those is even. I don't even know what I would add
Again!
for this. Oh,
you just see her stabbing like this.
yeah.
This part sounds like James
I
Bond.
probably have like, you know what I never
Yeah.
considered? I probably have like fucking chopsticks in my hair or some shit. Could have been using this the whole time.
Wait, I forget what this is.
Strain.
No, it does. I take on 2 strain. And it
2 strain.
It does
Yeah.
What does that look
manifest.
like? This is 4 strain total, right?
This is gonna be
3 strain total.
this is gonna be 5 strain total.
Okay.
The most strain I've ever taken on.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
do I get to?
But you get to reroll.
But I reroll reckless, right? So I still have advantage again.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's better. So I don't know what. So it's a 15 on the die,
Okay.
but like, what is? It's an improvised weapon. So what is the?
You would add your strength and your proficiency.
Okay. So I assume. Well, so I would. So okay, then I guess it's 19.
Because your strength is plus
2.
and your proficiency is plus 2.
Correct.
Eric's
Okay.
really sweaty and just a bunch of mucus is coming out of his nose
You
now.
stab into the chest, but miss the heart. 1d4 plus strength modifier damage.
Wow.
Plus rage damage.
Okay, wait. 1d4.
Yes, for improvised weapons.
Okay. Plus.
Plus strength plus rage.
So that is 2 plus. Wait, is it first? Oh wait, it's not the strength modifier. It's the strength. It's like
It's a strength modifier.
it is the strength modifier. Okay. Oh, 2. So it's 6.
Okay, so divided by 2 is 3.
Wow.
Eric, you are
And 19
next.
didn't hit his heart, huh?
No, it's hard. He really protects it.
He is hearty.
It's hearty.
Big clump of Eric's hair falls out to start his turn.
Wait. First is Father Petrovich.
Oh.
And then the vampire spawn. Father Petrovich.
That can happen on Petrovich's turn.
Father Petrovich moves his spiritual weapon and attacks with it. That is a hit, dealing 1d8 of force damage, so 5 more. You hit him with the Sacred Flame, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Petrovich moves over here and casts Guiding Bolt.
Dang.
And that is also a hit, dealing 16, 20 damage.
Damn.
And yet is still alive, but doing seemingly quite poorly. On the vampire spawn's turn, he doesn't regenerate, but he uses once again his grapple hold on you to try to bite. Get that later.
Or Garfield will.
But it's with advantage, right? Because you did a reckless.
Correct.
That's a hit, so it deals 7 piercing divided by 2, so 3. And for the viewers, I know how to do math. I wrote it down.
This fucking idiot.
And then 5 necrotic damage off of your hit point maximum.
Okay.
And then he uses his claws as well, but that is a miss.
Wow, I went from being a tank to being a weakling, but
Well, you're
luckily-
you're doing the thing by being a tank by taking all the attacks.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
luckily-
I haven't been attacked.
luckily
From tank to twink.
I had a lot of HP.
Eric, you are up next.
Aha! Okay. Eric is going to keep it rolling with the psionic shift.
Progressive knife, I can do math.
Let's
Thank you very much.
Intelligence save. Psionic shift bonus action.
Okay. Critical fail.
Boo boo. 10.
What? We got an inspiration. You didn't say anything.
3.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Thank
nice.
you.
We got an inspiration.
3.
That just happened. A
3
moment ago.
psychic.
3 psychic damage. Okay.
And I'm gonna follow it up with a very, very similar attack.
Okay.
The psychic stab.
And he failed again.
Okay. 1 psychic.
1.
A 1. Psychic. Then.
Okay. Father Esquivel, you are up.
Sacred Flame.
Okay. That is a success.
Cool. I'm gonna try to see if the fire goes out on its own, I guess.
All right. You must take 2 fire damage. Rowan, you are up.
Yar. I'm
I'm no longer on fire.
Oh, good.
Congratulations. I am. We're still no visibility here.
Oh wait,
No,
Eugene,
in that room there is visibility.
what is the mantra
Right,
rule?
okay.
How many hit points do I need to get to?
I don't remember. I thought it was that when you passed out.
What? No, you're moving the goalposts here.
I don't.
Okay, you need by next time you need to figure this out
Okay,
because I feel like I'm, getting down there.
it's true.
Can you be healed? Are you like
I'm gonna
under
throw
your
out
max, or is your
a
max
starry wisp.
Okay.
So my max is now 26,
Oh,
Okay.
that's
and
sharp.
I'm at 14. So I'm still like,
9 to hit.
I'm still pretty good.
That is a miss.
That feels like
But-
it would.
But
You
we
know,
do have a
I
point of
did start at
inspiration that you
45
can
max.
use if you were granted by a viewer.
I don't want to waste the inspiration on
But
a
you know what,
cantrip.
Lady Lon,
Okay, fair
That
enough.
feels-
That's true. That's true.
I feel like
when
someone
she's
should
mad,
get used for
she's not
something
gonna
cool.
think to
My
run away.
story was
Yeah.
hits. One
was that?
made DA damage. Is
Lady Lon, you are next, by the way.
No, that's my turn.
Okay, Lady Lon, you are going now with Father Petrovich up next.
well, I mean, I can survive one more of these crazy attacks.
And you don't want to try to escape. You just love being in like John Wick style close quarters combat.
I mean, it just feels. I just don't think she would do it.
No problem.
She's pissed.
Yeah.
She's got to roll better than
In a
that.
lover's embrace.
She's using the wood stake though still. So that's 18 for her first
So
one.
once again, improvised damage. So 1d4 plus strength plus rage.
So 6 again, so 3.
Okay.
And then she goes again. But this time it is
Just stabbing repeatedly with this stake.
yeah. So that is 15.
That is a hit, but you didn't hit his heart. So same. Just
Wait, hold on,
stab it in
let's
the
see.
chest.
So that is 8, so 4.
Okay. That's not bad. Okay, Father Petrovich's turn.
He better.
It's just like 5 of us in a corner with this vampire.
Petrovich misses with the weapon. Now he better hit with his last cast of Guiding Bolt, or else.
I'm gonna get bit again.
Or else, yeah.
Did anyone take advantage of the
Guiding
Bolt
from
advantage from last time?
Oh.
I don't think they did. And
It wouldn't have helped me with what the attacks I was doing.
Father Petrovich just missed.
Oh no. But what about the
So,
inspiration?
Inspiration!
Can we give Father Petrovich
Let's
the
do it!
inspiration?
Would you like to?
Let's do
let's
it!
Okay. Roll the same exact 2.
God
my
damn
God.
it.
That's
So,
rough.
It's not your fault, person who gave us the inspiration.
Nor is
Sorry
it your
we
fault,
squandered
Father
it.
Petrovich. For his turn, the vampire spawn restores 10 hit
My name is
points.
Squan. Vampire spawn.
Restores 10 hit points and tries to bite you again. And he does,
Great.
dealing 3 piercing damage. And
So 1.
no, I did the math
Oh.
for you because
Okay.
I know how.
Whoa!
Okay.
And 6 necrotic damage, taking your hit point max down
Okay.
by 6.
Damn!
Okay.
And he also does his claw attack
Oh
against
my
you.
god. Okay, this is not good.
Damn.
And hits for another 4 plus 3 is 7, another 3 damage.
Okay. Alright, I did 2 HP. I'm gonna say that
Okay.
Monto can attack.
Okay, Eric, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna run around over to Lady Lon and give her the glimpse to give her attacker's disadvantage on her
Okay.
until the next turn.
The glimpse. Okay.
That's the bonus action, and for the action I turn around and I go "Bleh!" Another psychic stab.
Okay.
Eric's. I just decided that Eric's
Fail.
psionic attacks are like Adam Sandler going "Shiver!"
Yeah, of course. He failed his.
So cursed. I just became slightly less protective of Eric.
Yeah, like his favorite traveling minstrel from Vienna. He failed his saving throw.
Oh, great!
Frickin' finally.
3. 3 psychic damage.
And Father Esquivel time. Then Rowan.
What is your hit point maximum?
Now?
Yes.
20.
Okay.
Oh, you're
Wow, that means it was pretty high before.
Yeah, because
Yes.
that's like close to my regular.
Yeah. It was very, because when I leveled up well.
Oh yeah, you're a barbarian. It makes sense.
What'd you get? 12?
No, I 7, because I added the 7.
7.
Plus
7.
constitution.
Oh, plus con bonus?
No, it was just, I added 7 HP, and I was already at like 30,
Oh,
you
okay.
know, something.
How damaged does this creature?
Pretty hurt.
Oh, but yes, I also increased my constitution. That, yes. So I added like 11 total. You're correct.
I don't know whether to do damage or to heal. I can do both, actually. It's just I would have to use a spell slot.
Dude,
I'm
almost.
This guy hasn't been using spell slots this whole time.
I have almost brought myself to death.
Yeah.
All right.
I've let
He's
this person.
bleeding out of every hole.
And I still am grappled.
Bleeding from God knows where.
Yeah, you're gonna Lady Lon look at Father Esquivel like.
Like, I don't want to sweat.
Yeah,
resources.
I am gonna do a
Like,
healing.
we need to rest after this.
I'm gonna do a healing
For me.
word on you.
Okay.
So that is 12 hit points.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
A little like a little like cross materializes out of the air and then just flies into you. You feel a little bit better.
That's nice.
And then Sacred Flame, deck save.
Woo!
Fail.
Cool. So 7 radiant damage, and obviously not healing.
Not healing. Okay. Rowan.
Kill him.
Okay.
Kill him.
Roll a attack.
14.
Just missed.
I knew it.
Just missed.
I hate it.
Sorry, I'm not gonna kill myself to have you do it again.
Don't.
Lady Lon is next.
I don't want you to
You mean Monto is next?
Monto, sure. Monto
Um.
can do a mastiff attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing else helpful that I can do. That's it for me.
Okay. The target is a creature, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's hope this goes. Okay, so Monto. Go Monto.
Jumps out of your sleeve.
Yeah. And
Here, Nick, reach on that second shelf of minis behind you. On your left. Look, it's very small. It's a very short dog, and he's not painted yet.
it's Garfield.
That's a pig.
No, that's a dog, I think.
It's Garfield.
Oh my
It's a
God,
chow
you're
chow.
right.
We got one. We got a mini
Just
of Garfield.
broke that dog's feeling.
I only saw the back. I only
That's a
saw it
pig.
like this.
It's Garfield?
It's Garfield.
Is it actually?
Yeah, look.
Well, I mean,
It's a chow chow.
It's a
yeah.
chow chow.
yeah.
Because you
It's really,
you know,
it's really
you
cute.
can you can have that done.
We Indian
Well,
in the
I think we
cupboard.
did.
Oh, did you? Is it actually him?
Yeah. Well, I had it. Wait, but hold
Okay.
You
on.
had a
based on a
3D
picture
body
or what?
scan?
I just found a
Similar dog.
There he
Yeah, it had to
is.
be like a
Garfield.
So that was only a
Little chow pet.
10. Oh no, a 9. So
Okay.
and that's only the strength saving throw is only if I hit, right? So
Yes.
okay, so then he's just like
The 9 does not hit, unfortunately.
okay. All right, Lady Lon is finally gonna try to get out of this grapple. I think.
Wow. Okay, so roll a DC. Roll a strength check.
Okay.
Actually, you could do athletics or acrobatics.
I should pick those.
I think strength is probably still best.
Well, athletics and acrobatics are both strength based. So
Yeah. Oh, I see. Then I will do acrobatics.
No, sorry.
No, dexterity
Acrobatics
is
is
dexterity.
dex based. So yeah.
But I'll do
athletics.
acrobatics.
You mean athletics,
No, I'm gonna do acrobatics.
which is dex based.
Correct.
But are you proficient in it or something?
No, it's just +3 as opposed to +2.
Okay. Give it a shot.
Oh no. 9.
You're still stuck.
Okay, then as my bonus action, I'm going to not reckless attack this time.
Okay.
Oh no, wait. Well, yeah, no. I'm going to just go with the improvised weapon
Okay.
and hope for the best. Nope, the best is not good.
After this, look up whether you can use reckless attack on your bonus action attack.
It's your first attack of your turn.
Okay. That's what I thought it would be, but yeah, you didn't attack this turn. Okay. So, Father Petrovich, let's see what you can do.
But yeah, I didn't want to use it because it has disadvantage. So I wanted to continue to have disadvantage.
This mace with the crown of thorns thwacks into the vampire and sticks in there, dealing only 1 damage.
Look
Unfortunately.
at Garfield being so good in the combat there.
And then Petrovich unleashes his last guiding bolt that he can try to cast.
Please.
It's a hit.
Yes!
And as he holds out his Bible with both hands,
Yes.
the bolt flies toward the vampire. It bursts in light and lands at your feet as ashes.
Woo!
The combat, I believe, is over.
Wow. And I only lost
Huzzah.
25 permanent HP.
And I'm almost only 2 strain away from death.
And I'm exhausted.
Wow, you guys, that's huge.
But we didn't die.
Eric,
No one even went
Eric
down.
is blindingly hungry.
Yeah, only
He's got a nosebleed. His hair is
Even at
falling
my
out.
lowest, I still had 2
He's also
HP.
just hungry.
Yeah, and he's
Wow.
sweating. He can't stop
That's
sweating.
so sad.
Garfield, or I mean, Monto is still just like barking. Just like,
Well, very well done. Father Petrovich says, "Well, you see, I told you I would have the power from God."
Forgive me for worrying over much.
I gotta say, I'm impressed, and I want to be thankful to see a real example of the way that a man can harness the power of God, a true priest.
Me as well. Truly inspiring.
Well, and you were inspiring yourself. You look in the corner, and Henrik is just
More pee than man.
mostly pee and poo. Are they gone? Petrovich says, "I think so. Thanks to our friends here." And he lifts up the bag, the satchel, burlap sack from the floor. "This will help us immensely.
Shall we return these to the church?
Yes.
I'm really thinking about it. Really.
How much could the black market?
We could return whatever bones to the church.
I'm just wondering. I'm Eric and Lady Lon. You both look a bit worse for the wear, but I feel largely fine. I don't want to speak for you.
Do they have
Father,
snacks at the
but-
church? Will you
I think
conveniently
Yiska
first?
can fix you something.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, maybe a short rest would be. Well, exhaustion. Does exhaustion go away after a short rest, or it has to be a long rest, right?
Yes, and also your hit points will not return until after a long rest.
So if we're going anywhere, do we think there may be fighting?
Wait, what do you mean my hit points won't
We
return?
should long
Your
rest.
hit point maximum will not return to normal until after a long rest.
Oh, I thought you meant like permanent.
No.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
I was even more reckless than
No,
you
you-
What do you think this
thought.
is? A white from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd Edition?
Someone
Well, because
casually
that's what-
mentioned that it would come back, but I think you missed it.
Oh, okay. I thought no, because you had told me about that white that we did fight, and so I was like, oh shit, I guess this is the thing. Okay. Well. All right. That's fine.
You trudge back. Henrik stays in place.
But I will get to
because
my.
it's the process
If we
of
do a
cleaning
short
up.
rest, I can get up to the 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll need a long rest to be in.
Useful.
Not bleeding from
dying.
every orifice.
I did before we were gonna go. I did want to ask Henrik, why were you chosen?
She told me she thought it would be funny because she said, you poor man, nobody wants to be your friend. You're so lonely. Nobody cares about you and they won't even notice if I burn your place down.
Lady Lana's like, I'm sorry I put my claws through your door. It's a very strong door.
Great door.
You should be
The best
proud.
door.
Yes, well, I suppose I appreciate the compliment.
You're
Well,
just whimpering.
I feel as if I don't want to ask any more questions.
When they came, it was only her. I didn't even know the others had arrived. I don't even know how they got here.
When did they arrive?
2 or 3 nights. 3 nights ago. There was a green flash, and they were here. And these coffins they slept in, I didn't make them.
They brought them?
Somehow. But not through
BYOC.
the doors.
Is there... And the coffins are still here.
Oh yes, they're right there.
Can I inspect them in some way? See if there's anything special about them?
I would try to read the objects, but I can't do anything.
Do you want to get in the coffin and take a nap?
Lie
Yeah.
down.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, I'm proficient in that. Nope, that is a 6 total.
You do note that they are of a different make than the typical coffins that he has in his shop, and they look older than any of these, more weathered and worn. And in the room again, you take note of this kind of greenish, burnt residue in the corner that Eric first noted when he entered.
Is that's nothing we've seen before in...
No. And taking, I mean, it
I
draws your
would want to
eye.
inspect that as well, if I can, or somebody else
The
can.
camera.
It
sorry.
doesn't,
It's all good.
it
Still
draws
there. It's pretty
your
good, actually.
Is it still
eye.
there?
It looks like a, the shape of a pentagram. A five-pointed star, about 6 feet across, drawn on the floor in some kind of substance that you don't recognize. Maybe some sort of magical substance.
Can I?
Henrik says, "This is the color that I saw when they arrived. Out of the corner of my eye, something flashed. I thought it was outside, but maybe it was in here."
I have some familiarity with ritual magic of well, maybe not this kind, but perhaps of a similar kind. Allow me to take a look. Can I roll Arcana and see if we can find out anything else about this, like substance or like kind of what was done here?
Yeah, give it a try.
Like, let's say 21.
You believe that this is the kind of ritual that you've seen before in ancient books, used for teleportation. Something associated with that kind of ritual.
Alright, I'd let everyone know.
Thanks!
Well, that explains how they got the coffins here, I suppose. Petrovich says, I will begin my journey back to the church.
Well,
I feel like we should
I
go
suppose we
with-
should.
Let's hit it!
You walk through the streets. It's about a little afternoon now. You notice some people taking their lunch. And there's a mood of almost what passes for a sunny day here. People are out and about. You notice some folks taking down the posters for the Wolf's Head Jamboree, which took place the previous week. And you get back to the church before too long, and there you see that Milivoy has returned to patch up the broken window and some of the splintered earth around the altar. And as he's doing it, he's sobbing, crying. Yeska and Irina are standing by him. And when he takes note that you've arrived as your steps echo through the chapel, he says, "Father, Yeska told me everything. She told me what I risked by taking the bones, how they protect the church. You know, she never revealed the location to me. I told her these stories about how Strahd would attack, knowing that she would complain, share her fears with you, and that you would comfort her and tell her about the bones and where they are. And I listened at the door. She never told me her secret. I tricked her into it, and I didn't know that I risked everything. I can't believe you brought them back. Did Henrik give them willingly?
The man was threatened and coerced.
He was a little pissy about it.
He could use a few extra friends.
How can I be his friend after what he's done?
I
And why?
I think people are going to say the same thing about you, so...
If there's anyone who understands.
You're right. And at times he has been very kind to me and my family and my mother. I will try to mend relations. And Father Petrovich puts his arm around Milivoy and Yeska. And Irina gives you a brief smile, seeing that you've returned the bones. And she looks genuinely relieved that this place could be a refuge for her. And it's barely even 1 p.m. Give yourselves each 1,250 XP.
Oh!
So for this part of the adventure, we'll track XP, and
1250?
yeah. So basically, I think, I forget what it is, but basically between levels 4 and 5, there's like a 3,800 XP difference. So you're part of the way there.
This is the first time I've played in any game where people wanted to do something with XP, so I kind of like it.
Well, I think there's a very fun debate between Brendan
Lee Mulligan.
wait, I still can't tell what you guys are saying.
You said it too fast.
Brennan
Lee Mulligan and Matt Mercer about whether or not to give out XP.
Who does what?
Matt Mercer believes in giving out XP. At least he argued so on this episode. I actually don't believe that that's true.
He immediately, after they wrap up, he was like, yeah, you should never do XP leveling, always do milestone.
Yeah, well, this is milestone, technically.
Yeah.
But there's...
Yeah, if you give XP based on milestones, it's kind of the same thing. Isn't
Yeah.
But I guess you're opening the door for different people to get different levels of XP.
And that was one of Matt Mercer's points. The other point was...
You don't want to be competing against the other people you're around. Or
well, he was saying, like, it's not fair for someone to sit out on 8 sessions and then just come back and be the same level, but I feel like that's kind of a dumb point. It was never a winning argument.
Oh.
Yeah.
But here in Vallaki, the way that Vallaki works in this adventure is there's a lot of different threads you can follow up on, a lot of stuff you can do that most of which you guys haven't learned about yet. But that means that depending on which things you complete at which times, you'll be at a different level when you get to the other stuff, which will make it a lot easier or just manageable.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's interesting.
Next week, yes.
Yes.
This is exciting. I believe it's our first 3-weeker.
I'm proud of us.
Consecutive weeks.
Consecutive weeks. Thank you to folks for watching. Thanks you for the pointed inspo.
Yeah.
And you know what? You guys are inspo for me.
And thank you to Garfield for not barking and being a good boy.
What a sweetie.
He was such a good boy.
And he was great in the battle.
And he's great in the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just over Christmas I searched like D&D minis Chow Chow.
And of course,
and somebody was willing to make it.
Like, I'm going to play a mage that's a Chow Chow.
yeah.
Well, now we got to paint this guy up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Not much is known about the sharp-featured androgynous figure come to Barovia in a high-coloured violet coat with closely shorn hair. Rowan Damnalik makes himself of use to the nobles they travel with, entertaining with a classic tune and his high ethereal voice, not to mention a good bit of gossip with the ladies of the court. Rowan may well imitate the aloof manner of a courtier, but just beneath a practiced facade of calm rages a great anger. And there's something else about them too, something unsettling, ancient, and cold.
Father Esquivel is an ordained priest, sent far from home on missionary work. Though his vestments are threadbare, his hygiene limited, and his ecclesiastical knowledge a bit lacking, he is empathetic and friendly enough. He's on the younger side for a priest, but whatever his life before the cloth, it must weigh on him heavily, for physically he seems aged well beyond his years. He claims to be happy in company and sharing the difficulties of the road, but you might get the sense his smile is feigned.
Even while petting her ornery pet Pekingese Monto, Lady Lan never smiles. A severe Chinese lady dressed in elaborate silks and other finery, Lady Lan never seems to have a hair or jewel out of place. Despite having traveled many months through the deserts of the Silk Road and faced all manner of challenges, you will never see her with a smudge in her makeup. And yet, anyone who spends enough time with her will notice an anger glimmering behind this otherwise impenetrable exterior. Something must give.
Eric von Eggenberg is a pale young boy, his skin almost translucent in the dim light. His eyes, the color of a stormy sea, hold a lifetime of unspoken sorrows, fixed upon the arabesques of the moldering wallpaper, seeking patterns that do not exist. His hair, a messy jet black patch, appears to be thinning. He moves with the jerky grace of a puppet, his limbs seemingly not entirely his own. Clutched firmly in his hand is a ruby brooch, a glimmer of hope in a life filled with darkness. Whispers follow him, telling of a noble lineage abandoned, a sinister apprenticeship, and a mysterious benefactor offering salvation in a distant land. There is an unsettling aura that surrounds him, a disquiet that hints at secrets best left undisturbed.